Here, stream.
Welcome to anybody that is here. I don't know if we've posted it anywhere yet, so I don't know if anybody knows we're going live at this exact moment.
Dude, I don't know, we shouldn't have gone to Sakura.
It was a decision. We don't have okay, I'm sure he knows that, but they're not playing, are they?
No.
Okay.
Alright, so we are technically live.
Alright, you want to go ahead and talk about what we're doing tonight?
Alright, so what we're doing is we're doing an impromptu 6-person tournament here. We're going to have 7-person tournament. We're basically doing it top 8 style, only we're pretending that we're in North Carolina, so there's only 7 people in the top 8.
Live shade.
So basically we're gonna have a total of 6 rounds. 3 rounds and what would essentially be the top 8. Then 2 rounds in top 4 and 1 round in finals. And we're going to be seeing, to start off with here, our brackets look to be Chucky versus Sebastian. Chucky is going to be on 4-color energy, and Sebastian is going to be on blue-black control.
Okay.
Josh versus Justin. Josh is going to be on blue-white God-Fear's Gift. Justin is on black-white tokens.
Okay.
Then we have Corey versus Alex. Alex is on Mardu. Corey is on Teamer. And the person with a bye for the first round will be Michael with Rami Napred.
Rami Napred. All right. And then we're doing it how we did the GPDC testing, I assume, where we're doing it like an elimination bracket.
Yes.
But for this one, we won't have any swapping around of commentators. Anybody who is watching will have to deal with Nathaniel and I making all of the decisions on what is being said in this room for the rest of the night. Including that card that was left behind, it looks like, from Chucky's deck.
That is beautiful. Quality content,
just sitting there nice and blending in. We have the purple versus black on round 1, which means we literally have cards that are 100% just blending in. Am I not on at all?
No, you're on. Just swap them out.
All right, let me swap these out real quick.
So Andrew's going to go and swap out his batteries, just be safe, rather not have those die midway. While that's happening, Sebastian's looking at a 5-land hand with Sensor and Essence Scouter.
Is that the type of thing you want to be doing in most of the energy type matchups?
It's totally fine to be doing. He does have a Cycle Land as well.
All right, we're back.
I'm going to turn off my mic for a second while I redo my batteries.
Looks like he went out and kept with it, and I think it's kind of interesting in the fact that they're leading with Swamp here instead of Island. There's definitely some merit, in my opinion, to just cycling the Sensor, because there's just so many situations where it's not good enough. But in all honesty, I think you and I should be swapped in the seats, so we're talking about the different decks. But you obviously having a lot more practice with blue-black control versus me having a lot more practice with the energy style list.
So, I like his decision to lead with the Swamp. He's bluffing Fatal Push, even though it's not really relevant. And he's not going to cycle the Sensor on turn 1.
Okay.
So, I don't think there's a huge reason to lead on the Island as opposed to the Swamp.
Okay. That's fair. Rogue Refiner here probably going to get met with an Essence Scatter.
So,
cards generating value on their own probably too good.
Yeah, but the issue is if he has no other ways to remove anything in his hand, he's going to have a hard time dealing with a resolved Hydra. So that may be something he has to consider with saving his counterspells for the threats he can no longer.
Well, Chucky is on a low energy count because he hasn't really done anything to this point of the game. So if Sebastian is able to find some interaction, he'll be able to remove the Hydra with the trigger on stack.
Now, I can't tell for sure, but it looks like there's a disallow. No, that's a Hyro elimination.
So it is 3 lands and the hieroglyphic elimination. Was playing the untapped land, I actually almost liked holding the Evolving Wilds, so you could hieroglyphic and do a Fatal Push in response to a Hydra.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But I think that right now, his plan of just trying to get full value off the Hyro elimination and hope to dodge a Hydra is fine.
That's fair. And Chucky not having the Hydra there because likely because of the tap land.
Yep.
And just having a Servant of the Conduit to go ahead and lead. And
Sebastian picked up a Torrential Gearhulk here, which
that's really important.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if he has any other interaction in his hand, but
going to main phase of Cycle, which I like.
Yeah, it's fine.
You want to play the Search Risk onto if you draw it, and you're going to be cycling it in every situation.
Yeah.
But here, with Sebastian's hand, if Chucky has something like a Scarab God or a Glorybringer, he's going to be able to get very far ahead very quickly.
If he plays a 5-drop, does he have any mana floating?
Vraska,
he's casting a Vraska, and it's being met with a Sensor.
That is rough.
Yeah, and also this is a huge swing for Sebastian here.
Absolutely.
Because this means he's getting to hit turn 6 with this Torrential Gearhulk and Chucky having nothing in play.
Do they have no cards in hand too, or are they just face down in a
I
black
think
area that I can't see?
Face down in the black area and black sleeves.
Okay.
I have to wonder if that was his only play there. If he had another thing to play, I don't like playing the Vraska into the possible sensor blowout.
I think it might just be a little bit of less experience with playing the deck.
Yeah, or playing against not Stifle, Sensor specifically.
Mm-hmm. He might have just been on the assumption that Essence Scatter was more likely than a Sensor.
That's fair.
And in that sense, Vraska's good.
Yeah.
But with him playing one and most of the time then playing 4 copies of both cards, it's hard to guess exactly.
Yeah. Also, I like Sebastian's play of just being patient on this Torrential Gearhulk here. He's going to want to end of turn, use it to get back the high row elimination.
Here, he's actually just going to go ahead and cycle. He's going to hold it to continue to have the pressure off of something like a counterspell with it. Because with the way his hands has been shaping with just drawing very land heavy, there's the possibility that he might need it to get a 1-for-1 and potentially also block in a situation.
There is a possibility of that. But, I don't know. Let's see how that plays out for him.
So Chucky, very close to matching the amount of lands that Sebastian's gone through, but he's also have been pretty light on spells overall.
Yeah. Chucky's draw has not been looking too impressive.
Here's just an attack for 5. Do you think that maybe this is the hieroglyphic elimination, or no? Sebastian going to continue being extremely patient.
This is how you should play the deck.
Absolutely.
Your life total is a resource with this deck, and being as patient as possible is usually correct.
Your life total is a resource in every game of Magic you play.
Well, yeah, but like this is one of the cases where it's like when you're playing it, it feels like it's a really big resource.
And there's Roller Virtuoso, which is definitely one of the threat cards because Blue-Black not having a lot of ways to answer more than one threat at a time, effectively.
Yeah.
I do like Gear Hulking for one of the counterspells in this situation because it gets you the board presence, but Sebastian going to keep being patient with the Gear Hulk.
I like this play more solely because he has another hieroglyphic elimination hand.
Okay, yes, be as mana efficient as possible, definitely. If I noticed the hieroglyphic, I would have much rather been on board of this. Mana efficiency, very good.
Yep. Is that another Torrential Gearhulk in his hand?
I know he picked up a Fatal Push as one of the cards, but I wasn't exactly sure as to what else. Both players not giving us a lot of
stuff to
work through with the hands.
Yeah.
Are we getting? Am I just not catching up to it?
No, it's still nothing much.
Okay.
Probably get Sebastian to post and some stuff here after.
I posted to my page, but I don't think I'm really in much of the other things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once Sebastian gets off, he'll be posting to other things. And here's Search for his Kanta, which will. Okay, Vraska's Contempt,
Fatal Push, and Gearhulk. That feels like a good hand.
That was to search for his Kanta, being able to hold up 2 removal spells. I think Sebastian's just in this situation where it's pretty game over for the energy deck.
Yeah.
Chucky didn't have the ability to have the early pressure, which is usually how energy style lists are able to beat Blue-Black control, getting a Hydra or something like a Longtusk Cub to just connect enough times to matter.
Yeah. And once Sebastian untaps with the Search for his Kanta flipped, it just starts getting so bad for Chucky.
And here's Chandra, one of the best cards you can play in this type of matchup.
Yeah.
But very likely just hitting one of the multiple ways that Sebastian has to remove the Chandra in either a counterspell out of graveyard or just the Vraska's Contempt in hand if he wants to take a +1.
I think that this is the turn that it's okay to throw down the Torrential Gearhulk.
Especially because Chucky hasn't attacked yet.
Yeah.
And Sebastian just very patient with that Torrential Gearhulk.
That's fair. The main reason I like doing it this turn is because he's going to have the flipped Search for his Kanta next turn.
Mm-hmm.
So even if his creature gets killed on this turn, he's still able to start generating more value, and Chucky still doesn't have much of a board.
And are you all that afraid of Chucky just having an Abrade or a Harness Lightning? Like, it's going to use a lot of his resources in using one of the cards in his hand, and also, if it's Harness Lightning, putting him down to just 1 energy. So he's going to attack before using Chandra.
It would actually pull him down to 0 energy. Because he'd have to
use the Aether Hub.
Yep.
I like this attack in concept, because it means that you get a kill off a Torrential Gear Hulk if Sebastian goes for the Gear Hulk, but it makes it to where Vraska's Contempt is better, because here Sebastian can Vraska's Contempt the Chandra now that it hasn't activated, and go ahead and Fatal Push if he chooses to do that. But I don't think he's in a situation where he really needs to Fatal Push.
No, I think that Fatal Pushing is fine here. Like, he's at a point where Chucky, he's not worried about Chucky's threats, and
Is he not going?
end of
Okay,
combat.
so yeah.
End of combat, he's just going to go in Vraska's Contempt that Torrential, that Chandra.
Which is going to be an issue here in the sense of Chucky's getting absolutely no value out of his Planeswalker. But this is one of those games that Chandra wasn't going to do very much in any real sense. Anyways, there it was probably just going to be an exile the top card and shock you for 4 mana.
Yeah. And Sebastian now has a flipped Escanta. He has a lot of mana. Torrential Gear Hulk still in hand. And
if he checks up a land here too, he's just at the situation where he could activate his Kanta and Gear Hulk in the same turn.
Yeah.
I think it might have been a second Vraska's Contempt or some other black card though.
yeah. Which right now, like, there's not many ways that Chucky can get back in this game.
Oh, absolutely not. The with the Gear Hulk being able to just flashback and disallow for anything that Chucky could do, along with having access to the Searcher's Kanta to just start finding a card every single turn.
Correct.
It looks like we're just in this situation where Sebastian is going to snowball the game in his favor, and I wouldn't be all too surprised about something like a concession from Chucky here soon, but I don't think Chucky's much of the player to concede.
Nah, he's gonna play it out as far as he can, as long as he can. Like, there's a possibility, like, there is a very faint possibility that Sebastian can't, get into anything good, so there's no reason to concede. But boy, is not very likely.
It's a hard question to ask.
So, I think with the way Sebastian's been playing, he should just take it. Like, continue to commit.
If you're committing down the line of I'm going to take each of these like mostly irrelevant hits, you should continue down the line of taking those irrelevant hits.
Yeah. And
he does.
And now he's getting to start activate Escanta. And
Vraska's Contempt, Hieroglyphic Illumination, and an Essence Extraction.
whew.
So Extraction here can just end phase take care of the Rogue Refiner.
Yep.
And
Gain the
give him the life
lost.
that he lost right back.
Yep. Which is pretty good.
It makes that taking the hit a lot better. Chucky looks like he's potentially thinking about responding with a removal spell on his own guy.
I think that's real greedy.
Yeah, it's definitely not what you want to be doing, because it's letting Sebastian get a 2-for-1 just to get a couple more points of damage. And while I do agree that in this matchup, the Black Control does not have a lot of ways to be able to consistently deal with their life total being low, it's just really greedy.
Yeah. Alright, and that being said, Chucky's in a position where he's forced to do something, but doing something is just playing to what Sebastian has.
Absolutely. Here's the Essence Scatter. The Torrential Gear Hulk still just sitting in Sebastian's hand.
Yep. He's, like, at this point, he's probably gonna wait till he can, like, have a disallow plus the Torrential Gear Hulk. Oh, look at
now
disallow.
he has a disallow plus Torrential Gear Hulk.
And now he can start closing out the game pretty quickly, or he can continue to be greedy and dig for that Scarab God. Because the Scarab God is game over.
Oh yeah, in this type of situation, Sebastian has 2 Rogue Refiners in the graveyard to reanimate with the Scarab God.
Yeah, there's also a Glory Bringer.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
What are we grabbing? Here's another Vraska's Contempt.
Yep.
Is this good enough yet? Do we win? I'm just going to keep untapping. I'm just going to keep drawing extra cards.
Oh, look, another disallow.
He does remember that he's not playing with Gideon of the Trials. He can deck himself in this deck.
Sebastian?
Yeah.
I mean, he can, but at the same time, this deck rewards being patient.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of skill comes from knowing exactly when you need to act in these type of decks.
And Sebastian's probably going to let this resolve and just Vraska's Contempt it.
Yeah, I like that most. Here's the attack, and likely here's either just Vraska's Contempt from hand, or maybe the Gear Hulk finally hits play.
So Chucky only has 3 mana, and he'll have disallow up. I think this turn that you play it.
So yeah, here's the Gear Hulk. Gear Hulk probably Vraska's Contempt.
Yep. And
yep, there's the Contempt. Contempt takes care of Glorybringer.
And now he has Chucky on a 4-turn clock.
Yep. And even with an Abrade, he has access to a Disallow in hand, and then with him on top. Ooh.
He almost went for it, but at this point, with how he's been playing,
There's no real reason
Yeah.
to. You have the game in lock at this point.
yeah.
You should just continue playing to winning the game.
Yep.
Chucky here. Here's my 100 lands. Untap.
Here's my 100 lands and nothing else. My graveyard is big, though.
His graveyard isn't even that big.
Yeah.
There's like 7 total spells in it.
Yeah, you're right. His graveyard is medium right now. Sebastian's
Rogue
graveyard is big.
Refiner. Which of your assorted ways to deal with my Rogue Refiner would you like to use? You know, Sebastian did his Embarrassment of Riches. Let it resolve, disallow the trigger, and then removal spell it.
No. That is the...
Look at how many cards I have.
Yeah, so he's probably just going to let resolve now, kill it, and get in there for 5.
I just like showing my opponent just bullying him real big.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just has end of turn essence extraction your guy. Attack you for another 5.
Yeah,
Continue doing your nothing. Cycle a sensor, because who needs this?
So this deck is a blast to play Blue Black Control, but it's not exactly the best deck to play against and or to watch if you're not a fan of Control.
No, I don't mind it.
And
Here's a Gear Hulk.
yeah,
So if Chucky has like main deck Supreme Will, which some lists do play, he could have done that and then abraded the other thing.
that would be a huge swing here. But
I think he at least has an abrade or a Harness Lightning. Okay, Harness Lightning will put him down to 3 energy, gets rid of one of them, and then trigger on the stack. He's going to kill the other one. Okay. So he's
Okay.
able to get both the removal spells and force
So-
Sebastian to find a Scarab God, but Sebastian still just has all of these other things
So-
going up to 17.
Sebastian got a little greedy there and got a little punished, but honestly not that much.
The punish did not feel that bad. It definitely sucked. It was definitely sad to see all his permanents that mattered other than Searcher's the card advantage powerhouse known as Zakanta the Sunken Rune leave battlefield. But now Chucky's also Hellbent, I think? Or no, he has probably a Harness Lightning in his hand.
Yeah. So the only thing that really did at this state of the game is make the game go longer.
Yes.
Um,
The game is now taking more time.
yeah. I don't actually like the turn trigger Hulk on the turn that Sebastian did it.
You can't cycle with Swamp. Can't cycle with Swamp.
We normally call him on that, but I think he has the island to pay for it.
I need you to prove it. Prove that he has Island.
No.
Attune with Aether, just the card Chucky wants, right?
Yes. It gets him 2 energy.
He needed the energy. Now he can kill a Scarab God with a Harness Lightning.
That's exciting. Really, that is. It's going to get him pretty far ahead by killing that 1 threat.
Oh, does he have a Vraska to follow up?
If he has a Vraska and Sebastian...
If Sebastian had like 8 cards in hand, and one of them being a Vraska's Intent we saw, and he's looking at multiple counter spells on this. Well, I didn't realize that Chucky being energyless made it to where he couldn't cast Vraska before this exact turn.
Yeah.
So Attune actually good in this situation. So Sebastian saw disallow off the Search for Visconti and put another Visconti, the Search for Visconti, in his hand instead.
That is...
He wants to scry one.
That's so greedy. Good God, man.
I'm a fan. So he can Field of Ruin. Oh no, wait, sorry, that card says. It not only says non-basic, but it also says opponent. I was like, well, he can Field of Ruin to Zoda's Kanta,
Yep.
get 2 lands,
Uh-huh.
and then flip the other one. Just get them all out of his deck.
That sounds... Yeah, uh-huh.
Can't do that though. That's 2
super
ways that
illegal.
card doesn't work. You didn't know that card. Sebastian not under the knowledge that Longtusk Cup doesn't pump itself the turn it comes into play.
Yeah.
2 mana 3/3 with no downsides.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. There's been 2 mana 3/3s in the past.
Yeah, but they're usually tokens so that they can be bounced, or they cost multicolor mana.
Yep, multicolor. That is the thing. Sebastian looked at the top card of his library like he's drawing a miracle.
Maybe he was. Maybe there was a Devastation Tide
So
on the way.
he's just... going for the main phase draw too.
He wants his Scarab God.
He wants that Scarab God. He wants it so much.
Counting library. 17.
17 cards left in Sebastian's library. Now, if Sebastian gets the Scarab God, he can end the game in probably one swing.
Well, that is true. It has to not be his bottom 2 cards after he keeps Escontaing.
Yes. But he should be playing around that with his Escontaing. Like, he's actually at a point where he can shape his deck. Wait, does Esconta say random?
No, it is. It is any order.
Okay, he can shape his deck at this point with 3 activations or so.
Krosan Tusker is indeed a 3/3, but it requires. No, it's a 3/2, isn't it?
No, it's 3/3.
Oh, that's Garrick's Companion, the 3/2. Tusker does require double green, though. 3/3 power on creatures usually requires a green mana and some other form of colored mana.
Yes, that is.
Unless it is Flinthoof Boar, which requires a mountain to be in play.
Yes, but it can also get haste for 3 mana,
Yes.
which made it strong.
Card is very good.
Yes. Though the deck it was played in was a little boring.
I played it. I liked Wolfir Silverheart.
Boring.
I played the green version. Most people
Okay.
played the red version.
Nicely shut down.
Like the Gyre Sage version.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on 3 Gear Hulk 2 Scarab God. That's right.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
He is on a build with the reverse of what most decks play.
Sebastian is straight up saying, I don't think we're going to deck out. I'm going to flashback this Hieroglyphic Illumination with my 15-card library.
He is just really in a position where if he hits that,
Go down to, what, probably around 10 cards?
yeah. If he hits the Scarab God, the game's, he's just milling himself. Alright, so...
Is he worried about decking?
No, he's super not worried about decking. Chucky's
Disallow
that.
the deck trigger.
That... Sure. So...
I gotta laugh out of the room for that one.
So Sebastian can activate twice.
You should have just put Glorybringers in play.
Oh yeah, he should have put a Glorybringer in play.
That's alright.
That's fine.
He'll just draw more cards at the end of turn with Roger Fighters.
Oh, that's actually a good card right now.
Whirler? Yeah, it's great.
Look
You
at
should have
that.
actually just Torrential Gear Hulk to disallow.
Is there a Trench of Gear Hulk? Oh yeah, there's a Trench of Gear
There are
Hulk.
2 of them.
Yeah,
You could have also drew more cards.
he could have. Alright, so that was a long game.
Yeah, because Sebastian just did nothing for the entire game.
I mean, he got the W at the end, so that's all that matters.
Alright, moving into sideboarding. Chucky more than likely bring in Vizier of Many Faces, his negates. He's looking at the Vizier. I'm not sure if he's going to bring it in, but I think it's correct to bring it in this matchup.
I think it's fine either way. I'm not the biggest fan of bringing it in here, honestly, but
Because once they have their Scarab God, they're probably winning anyways.
yeah.
Appetite for the Unnatural is coming in.
Destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Yeah.
Yep.
3 mana naturalized.
So destroys Esconta, destroys Torrential Gear Hulk. He saw 3 Torrential Gear Hulks, so
I don't think it's terrible, or I'm not a big fan of it.
I mean, it's probably better than one of his harness than his harness.
I
Nah,
hope he's bringing the Nisses in. I don't know if I saw him putting the Nisses in.
I would imagine he is, but there's a possibility he is not.
That's like the reason that this matchup's the reason that card's in the sideboard.
Yes.
And then what usually comes in from Blue-Black Control's side of this matchup, their Viziers.
Their Viziers, they can choose to bring in the 2-drop Vampire.
Okay.
They can... So a lot of times, though, they're just kind of bringing in their Viziers and... I don't know the version Sebastian's on. I don't know his exact sideboard. I had Gonti in my sideboard, and I like bringing Gonti in.
Oh, I love Gonti.
Yeah. But I don't know if he's running Gonti and how many he is
I'm pretty
running.
sure Corey's list is Gonti in it.
I think he only has 1, whereas my list runs 2.
Okay.
So I don't know if Sebastian's bringing Gift of Aetherborn in. It looks like he has 4 cards.
Okay. I generally like Gifted Aetherborn in this matchup.
Like, I like it, but I actually just didn't think it was all that necessary.
The deck's usually good
What are
enough.
those?
What are those? Was that what he brought in? Or Oh, that's your list.
Okay. Okay, 1 second. So we can look through it. Okay.
Yeah, get used to the sideboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, ooh, that's
Seems good.
Yeah, seems good.
Are you playing with one ship main? Are you playing more than one sky ship? Just the one? Okay.
Yeah. All right. And 2 confiscation coup, 2 Chandra, 1 magma spray, 2 abrade.
Alright.
All right, cool.
Seems good.
Main board. Sideboard. Thank you, Corey. Alrighty then. So now we wait for them to finish doing their post-board shuffling and Sebastian figuring out what he's cutting in this matchup.
It might be pretty hard, huh?
Yeah.
On the draw, do you take sensors out?
You can take 1 or 2 sensors out.
Okay.
I still leave some in, just kind of keep that fear in them.
I wasn't sure if this was like, if that card played like Days.
It does play a little bit like Days. I do just like keeping some in, just solely because you can cycle them.
Yeah.
You can cut down on some of the higher end removal, like Vraska's Contempt, but
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary.
I think Vraska's Contempt is really good in this matchup, especially because, so if Sebastian didn't see any black spells or the swamp, I would actually agree with cutting one.
Yeah.
But since you saw the Vraska's Contempt, I
Yeah.
think being able to exile the Scarab God and also the extra Planeswalkers that force the energy
Yeah.
plays is pretty good.
So at that point, he's probably gonna cut back on some number of sensors. He may even cut all sensors.
Okay. Fatal Push in this matchup?
Fatal Push is good.
Essence Extraction.
Essence Extraction is very medium.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to cut any, but you can.
It kills all the creatures except for Glorybringer.
And Hydra.
It can kill Hydra if there's no energy.
It can. But like
it does come up enough. Like
it has never came up while playing the deck for me.
Okay.
And I've played against Hydra decks a lot. A lot of times I'm not going to play it with less than 3 energy against you.
That's fair.
Because it's like their most relevant threat against you. Chucky
There's a smiley face that we can barely see.
Yep.
Black sleeves are great.
And the frowny face that we can super see.
Sad boys. Hey, get that energy. He's crying.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I don't care that blue black doesn't play energy. That token stays in play. This is standard. Put an energy token out every modern tournament you play.
I don't know if he's playing the list I am, but if he's playing the list...
Corey's list has no glimmers.
Oh, that's sad.
Like, no one plays Glimmer.
Counterpoint.
Did you draw too many cards?
I play Glimmer.
You do?
Yeah. I play Glimmer as a one-of. In this matchup, playing Glimmer on turn 4 if your opponent has nothing is... The game's basically over.
Yeah. I think it drew 8. Yeah, because his frowny face had 5 cards in it.
Yeah.
And then there was the nose and the 2 eyes. Foolish.
Sebastian's a interesting human being, that one.
Alright, it looks like we're just going to a proper 7.
Did you call Nissa Nissan I love you?
Yeah, that's a
David Break.
that's a thing DJ and I have been doing for a long time.
Okay, well, I love him.
Okay.
Not you, though.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Speaking of which, if he comes out to the Invitational, are you okay with DJ also sleeping on your floor for that weekend?
We'll figure that out. My room has limited floor.
Limited floor. It's alright. Peach and I can cuddle.
Yeah, but like, I don't need that on my floor.
That's fair.
Alright. So, Sebastian relevantly has no black mana.
It might have just been a draw where his black mana might come in tapped and you wanted to do something early, but actually it does look like he's on no black mana with the Field of Ruin.
So...
The perfects. Exactly what you want, right?
He's keeping a very risky hand then, and hoping that Chucky didn't have, like, something, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But if he probably has some form of counterspells. I see it looks like a sensor, but I can't tell.
He's on a second Field of Ruin. His 2 swamps are just very slow evolving wilds.
So, if Chucky plays nothing relevant here, Sebastian should go and pop off his field to get black mana.
Mm-hmm.
And
he just passes here. Which means that I like, if Sebastian has access to a Fatal Push, I like cracking for the black mana and just going ahead and Fatal Pushing here.
Yeah. Getting the green-blue land, yeah, that's fair. Like,
4-color energy isn't going to play more than 1 island. So it's going to shorten him from a second blue source, which generally doesn't matter, but there's the potential that Chucky decided to bring in a confiscation coup or 2 over some of the less powerful cards in this matchup.
Yeah, no, like it's correct for sure.
And there's a confirmation that he did bring the Nissans in. I saw it at the bottom there.
Okay. All right, cool. So he is driving a Nissan, and we're good. And
wait, there's a sensor in the graveyard. Judge.
Alright, so...
Judge. How do you cycle that sensor at the end of last turn? Was it with this swamp?
Huh?
Card cycles on blue.
Oh.
Alright, so what's happening is Sebastian cracked the Field of Ruin, got a swamp, and then cycled Sensor with the swamp. Okay, so this has been fixed. This is not how it would be fixed at Comp Royale, obviously.
Absolutely not.
But for the sake of continuing this game, we're going to resolve it in the way of just rewinding.
Because we could, for our testing, we could just check. We could go rewatch the last couple minutes and.
Yeah, but we're not going to do that. That's a waste of time. We've already wasted enough time tonight.
Absolutely. What are you saying? The Sakura is not something that should have happened?
I mean, I don't want to say Sakura is ever a bad idea, but
No, it was great. It's good food, but we definitely didn't have the time.
yeah, it's fine.
Essence Scatter on the Rogue Refiner, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the sensor cycle here. I'm interested in the no attack, but it's probably because of a negate. That's Sebastian doing what he's good at, and just threw that island up in the air as he was cycling the sensor, pretty much.
Yep. He has learned. Proud of him.
I'm pretty happy that we're teaching him how his own cards read.
Yeah. That being said, though, looking at this game right now, I have to feel that Sebastian is feeling pretty favored right now.
Oh, absolutely. Chucky has not really done anything. Looks like Sebastian has access to a Dissolve and Essence Extraction. I think he might have a Scarab God too, but I can't get a great look on some of the cards. Here's the end of turn Essence Extraction. Go ahead and get that boy out of here.
Yep.
So I like using the Field of Ruin. I like using the Field of Ruin, getting an island out of your deck first. Gonna go ahead and make that play. Cannot hit basic lands.
Oh my god. Okay. He figured it out.
We figured it out?
We figured it out. Jesus Christ. So Sebastian should not play Field of Ruin.
Well, that's actually a modern playable card, though.
Yeah. He just
Blue-white
doesn't play
plays it now.
He just doesn't play blue-white. Problem solution.
So Chucky just on 4 different basic lands, which means he cannot cast Bristling Hydra or Glorybringer at this current point in time. Especially because the Servant is probably dying. I can't imagine we're using a negate on an Essence Extraction.
I mean, unless he needs access to all of his mana, but...
But he's also just been passing on 5 mana every turn.
Yeah, okay, so he's negating it. Yeah, that's a thing.
I understand the negate, but I don't think it's a winning line.
Nope. It doesn't feel like a winning line.
Opinion on Rebecca Gwaylands.
I think Rebecca Gway is one of the top 3 Magic artists, so...
Okay. They do look really good. If I just cared for foils, I would probably keep mine, but I keep handing them to Josh.
Well, there's also non-foil versions.
That's fair. I might pick some up, but I also have been pretty high on the dollar bin portal lands that are at SCG.
Yeah. I would use Therese Nielsen basics for all of my decks, but I can't afford that. I have one of each, and that's all.
Here's Nissa on X equals 1.
Yep.
Gonna come down, just get a Scry 2?
It is Scry 2, correct. So he's holding up 2 mana. If he could possibly have a negate.
Here's a Dissolve.
Okay, he does not have a negate.
Resolves.
And Chucky...
Passing again, probably with a negate held up.
If he has a negate, he should have just popped off on that disallow.
Absolutely, because if it even if it hits a sensor out of his hand...
Walking the sensor sucks, but you need to do something.
You need to resolve your spells.
Like
if you're holding your guy up, we know that you have some form of spell interaction.
Yeah.
And yeah, Sebastian is perfectly fine with just playing the pass game.
Yeah.
He does not have to commit.
This is not a game that Chucky is feeling too favored. Okay,
here's another one.
He has another Nissa. I wonder if he's gonna try to fight over this one.
I think you have to.
I think you have to, but I wonder if he is. Okay.
Your Hulk. Okay, yeah, we're gonna fight over it if they go down to 1 mana. Yeah, I don't think that the 4-color energy list that Josh is playing has any Jace's defeat in its sideboard.
Correct. Alright, so if this resolves, I think the game is over.
Yeah, game is over.
Like, even if it dies, it feels like game over.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't die. So even more so.
Yep, Chucky getting stunted on the 4 lands actually mattering here too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We had would have allowed him to play some more things. Does both those field runes taking off of any of his double colors?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting how it's just kind of made this entire game so awkward for him.
Mm-hmm. What matchup do we have next?
Matchup we have next is Josh playing Blue-White God Pharaoh's Gift versus Justin playing Black-White Token.
Hopefully we get to watch him deck himself. Did that happen to the Pro Tour?
Yes. Lots of things happened at this Pro Tour. This Pro Tour was a mess.
This Pro Tour was great.
A mess.
There was somebody who decked themselves on camera. That's all I care about. And it wasn't a control deck.
Yes. So, Chucky, considering it looked like he was looking at a Scarab.
Oh, Sebastian, rather? Or, oh no, from Chucky's hand, okay.
Yeah.
He's going to go ahead and go down to, is that just 1 energy left over in the pool?
Yep.
To attempt to cast a Chandra here. Chandra here, not very good at all.
So, what does he do with the Chandra?
So he can plus it to cast an Abrade that's in his hand. He can plus it, and I hope Chucky doesn't think it's Chandra Pyromaster on its plus ability.
What was Chandra Pyromaster?
Chandra Pyromaster is you may play the card, not you may cast the card.
Oh, okay.
And that matters because Chandra Pyromaster can flip lands.
Yeah, okay. Chandra Pyromaster was a 0, though. It wasn't a plus. Which is relevant.
Hey man, I'm a big fan of the new guy getting top 8.
Yeah.
My favorite thing in the world is seeing players that like just get at these type of stages and just do super well.
Yeah.
Like half of the invitational winners.
Yes.
Like what, Liam?
Liam Monaghan, yeah.
So yeah, he's just gonna plus for a Harness Lightning here. And that means that he has more than 1 energy, I would assume.
I sure hope so.
It's a little hard to see that die, especially with it being halfway off the screen.
I think it's halfway off the screen plus glare, but I'm gonna assume he has min 3 energy. We could probably figure that out, but how would he have more than 3 energy though? 3 or more.
I don't know. It is just 1.
Okay.
So this Harness Lightning might just be being cast as gain 3 energy.
That's interesting, but it means he's casting his gain 3 energy at the cost of his Chandra.
Yeah. Like if that was his line, he should have just played the gain 3 energy.
Yeah, I'm really curious about that line.
Here's Vraska's intent end of turns to make it to where Sebastian can go face.
Yep, and I mean, I don't think that there's any way that Chucky really can get back into this.
Mm-hmm. Matchup bad.
The matchup's bad, but like this game's looked really bad.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Someone's hitting that camera.
No, it does that. It lives its life. It just kind of focuses in and out, like freaks out occasionally.
It has a little bit of a
Little freak out.
little bit of epilism.
Yeah, it's not great. We try not to talk about it.
In Jugger to 15, Sebastian just has a full hand of things with 8 mana.
All right, so he's picking up.
Is that the God?
Is he just gonna slam God with this slab back up? If he has this slab back up and he's slamming God, GG.
Game.
And
he's gotta if he's doing it right.
And so
Is this going to be the second tournament in a row where Chucky's on camera for round 1 of elimination and gets knocked off?
Yep.
Vraska in hand.
So he's sending out Vraska.
Vraska doesn't really do much.
I mean, she kills Scarab God for a turn, or she kills Trencher Gear Hulk.
And gets him some treasures.
Relevantly, Sebastian cannot counter it.
Okay.
I'm not saying it does anything.
Relevantly. You did say the words relevantly.
It's relevant because the spell resolves. The spell itself is not relevant.
Tap all my basics. I don't know, Chandra, I guess?
Yeah, man. You played a Chandra. What does it do?
Maybe it'll plus for another Harness Lightning gain energy.
Dude, that'd be great.
4?
Okay.
Is it Hydra?
It's a Hydra.
Okay.
But,
This gets Essence Scattered.
Yeah, this is an easy Essence Scatter from Sebastian, and then he doesn't quite have lethal, but
Oh no, but...
oh wait, are there actually any creatures in graveyards?
Oh yeah, there's a Hydra.
Oh yeah, there's a Hydra that literally
Rogue
just got
Refiner.
counter. Okay.
So yeah, he can just like send 5 at Chandra, send 5 at face, put him down to 10, have a Rogue Refiner.
So what's going on that you're reading there?
I'm getting told to message with my buddy.
Yes, thank you, Gambit.
Oh,
It's pretty far down there.
he's on the impression that I'm playing tonight.
Oh, who is?
My buddy Luke.
Oh, he's wrong. He's gonna be disappointed.
Oh, is there messages that I missed?
There probably is. The bottom message should be from Gambit.
Oh. I think it's in my pile of like modern tokens for some reason.
Alright. So Chucky feeling not great here.
No, I will not be playing tonight. Nathaniel and I are actually going to be in the booth for the entirety of the night, just to make it a little bit easier between running back and forth. Also, the two of us, other than Corey, have the most knowledge about different standard cards.
Yep.
So we're both best for commentary on standard.
Yep.
And while we are 2 of the 3 of us that are playing in Atlanta,
It's fine. I'm pretty consistent about procrastinating the last week of testing.
we are both also players that are pretty good with the style of decks that we are playing. I'm pretty good with Red X attack my opponent decks, and Nathaniel is pretty good at you do not get to play the game decks.
Dude, it's great. My opponent sits there, they're like, I'm on a resolve thing. I'm like, nah.
Destroy Gearhulk, which... Destroy Gearhulk, end of turn, put Gearhulk back into play.
Oh boy. Like,
now he just destroys, puts the Gearhulk back into play, casts Essence Extraction on the Servant of the Conduit, and attack him for lethal.
yep,
Is he not going to make that play?
Easy game. Sebastian, easy game. Okay.
Put this into play again. Kill your thing. Good game.
Yep. So Sebastian getting the first match against Chucky.
Kind of as expected. Blue-Black Control going to have the good matchup against Energy.
So next up, we're gonna try as quickly as possible. We're gonna get Josh and
All right. Josh and Justin,
Justin.
go ahead and move over.
Move over. Again, thing.
So this matchup coming up is going to be White-Green God Pharaoh's Gift versus Black-White Tokens. I'm pretty sure Josh is very close to Pascal's actual list. I don't know exactly the list that Justin is playing with his White-Black tokens.
So I know that Justin is basically the reason he's playing Black-White tokens is as opposed to like the Abzan build, which only plays green for
Vraska.
Exactly Vraska, and the 4-color builds, which I'm not honestly sure I did
It's
not.
negates out of sideboard.
Negates. That's oh boy, that's greedy. So instead of trying to stretch his mana base out so thin to try to support all these different pieces, he's just playing the Black-White. He still has the core of the deck, and get in there.
Get on match. Get on match.
Push them out of the way. Just like throw it. Just throw it. So anyways, he's playing Black-White, so that way he has more consistent mana base. He still has the good cards in his deck. He has the Anointed Procession. He has the Enchantment that I can't remember the name of, the 2-drop one.
Hidden Stockpile.
And he has access to pretty much all the core of the deck.
I do hope my tokens aren't going to be too taxed. I think I have plenty of servos, plenty of vampires and warriors, and also Anointer Priest tokens.
Yes. So let's hope that is the case.
I also have 8 Sacred Cats.
8 Sacred Cats? Alright. So Justin's goal for this game is going to be 9
Sacred Cats.
It's going to be so many cats. You're going to be like, you got to be kidding me. And he's going to be like, no.
Also notably, player on the right actually won a match. Oh, no, wait, sorry. No, player on the left is the one that's usually at the negative, because they're the one that is on the gauntlet side.
Only I cut 2 push for 2 extraction, and I feel like I was supposed to bring it. That's because I like.
I'll talk to you later about the thing.
Alright, so yeah, we're gonna have... That's not how that is. It's GPG, not G-P's gift.
Godfarrow's gift.
No, but the actual
Yeah, but it's GP's gift.
G minus P. No P.
He's
It's
going to-
God's gift.
Also, this is backwards.
It is backwards.
Alright. So Justin's actually the one on the right, and Josh is the one on the left.
They are indeed backwards on the current setup. There we go. Gonna fix the Josh mirror. Aww.
If you've ever gone to a Star City event, you may recognize Justin as being one of the people that you occasionally will see at the booth.
A lot of our people from within, oddly enough, also playing with us for these events. So,
Yep.
being close to Star City and most of the group working for Star City, we're going to get a lot of that type of thing.
Yep.
Are they both on black sleeves?
Oh boy.
Damn it with these black sleeves.
Boy, do they not pop out.
Someone put it in this channel fireball.
Oh, that's not the box for it? Yeah, the channel fireball divider.
Alright, so...
That was me.
Sad thing is, I'm not perfect on the names of some of the cards that GPG plays. The blue-white list, at least.
Boy, neither am I. I know what they do though.
Yeah, I know that
There's like the one-drop Millie dude.
Yeah, I know what that card is.
What is it?
I don't know the name, but I know what the card
Okay,
is.
then.
No, but I'm talking about like that very red art blue spell that I think is draw 3, discard 2 for 4 mana. They play that, I think.
Dude, I don't know.
Pascal was playing it on camera at least.
Dude.
Alright, so the token's going to take a mulligan. A lot of his cards also not things I'm going to have perfect art memorization on yet.
I'm not gonna have name memorization on them at all.
I
but-
see an Anointer Priest up front of his hand,
Yep.
but... Alright, so there's a Glacial Fortress to start us off, which kind of indicates that the land situation from Josh might be a little awkward. But that's pretty common for that deck.
Yeah. I mean, also if he has nothing else to do, there's no real harm in leading in that.
Legion's Landing here to start from Justin. General start, just get something out on the board on turn 1.
Yep. Alright. And Josh going ahead and playing a Search for a card advantage powerhouse known as Search for Con.
Less of a powerhouse in his deck and more just a mill option.
Yeah, it's the mill advantage powerhouse.
Blue-White Godfarrow's Gift actually having quite a lot of targets for it.
Yeah.
They only play about 12 creatures.
Yeah. And it can't hit the Godfarrow's Gift and the other things.
Justin, importantly, not having the turn 2 harsh hidden stockpile, which is generally the way that his deck is able to get ahead. So he might, it just might be a little bit of a slower start by having the turn 2 Anointer Priest instead. But at least he's putting something to the board either way, which is one of the more important things he can do.
Yep.
Josh here having to chart the course.
Yep, drawing 2 cards, discarding 1, putting some stuff in his graveyard, helping him,
There goes a
Reanimate.
Godfarrow's Gift nice and early. So there is the possibility that he's going to have the turn 4, this is a refurbish. There is the Mill Boy.
Yep. Go ahead and... So, there's a possibility that Justin just has the hidden stockpile but was waiting till this turn to cast it. But I don't
Josh,
see...
notably, does have a refurbish in his hand, it looks like. He has 2 refurbishes, a kitten, and a land.
That's pretty good.
There's an Anointer Priest.
That's pretty medium.
Yeah. Can't really attack into the 1/2.
Nope. The one of the huge weaknesses of this deck, a creature with 2 toughness.
There goes a land milled, and I wouldn't be surprised to see just a mill myself real quick, see if I can hit anything off of this guy to bring back with the Godfarrow's Gift. There it is. Unless it's an attack.
I highly doubt it's an attack.
Into 2 1/3s? Okay, so there's a Champion of Wits at least.
Yep, Champion of the Wits, real strong card.
I do have those tokens
Alright, that's
out
convenient.
to the side. Alright.
Alright, so Refurbish gets that
And you're not
back.
going to put the token in play.
Nope. Nope.
Put that token in play. There we
Bam.
go.
Alright.
Yep, draw 4, discard 2.
So, this is not looking great for
Not
Justin.
at all. Justin really needs to get himself out very early, and the Godthrow's Gift needs to stumble a little bit in the early. There's an Angel of Invention to bring
Yeah,
back next
so-
turn. And if there's a second Godthrow's Gift that gets milled off of the second thing, Josh does have the second refurbish for it.
So Justin's gonna need a very specific set of things to happen in order to get in this game. He like if he plays an Anointed Possession next turn, there's a possibility he can start like just pulling ahead.
But he also has to have token generators, which he hasn't found at this point.
Yeah, that's a big issue.
Cram. Getcha. Flip my thing.
Okay, I mean, you have to do it. I
Yes,
guess.
absolutely. You're not going to win a game if you're not at least trying to push to the board in this deck.
Yeah.
God, not having the computer is terrible for trying to interact.
Oh no, it's not great.
Checking the graveyard. I think the only two reanimatables are the Sacred Kitty Cat and the Angel of Invention.
Yep.
So we need to print off some like card creator Angel of Inventions that are just black 4/4 token versions.
Yeah.
I actually have seen people doing that with this deck, just like having the full all 12 of their creatures in like black 4/4 variant with their mana cost still.
Yeah, I saw that on that was on the front page Reddit for a brief a little bit.
I think it's just one of the better ways to do it.
Yeah.
If he has the access to the second Godpharaoh's Gift off of a mill, it actually matters a lot here because this first Godpharaoh's Gift can make the mill boy, and then the second one can just mill him some more.
Yep.
Because notably, Godpharaoh's Gift does not say the word target on it. It says A, so you can respond to the trigger by putting cards in your graveyard.
Yep. And he's just casting an angel. Then he's gonna get back an angel.
Seems good.
I don't see how Justin ever wins this game.
Oh no! At this point, Justin didn't have any way to pull ahead very quickly. Well, I actually see a way.
Okay.
If he's able to kind of, so if Josh doesn't go for, so Josh can go for 7ing Justin this turn.
Okay.
And if he just plans on doing the, like Justin can win off of like running Fumigates, I think.
Yeah.
So that's the 6. Attack for 7. Put him to 11. Josh goes up to 23. And he does have the Fumigate, importantly. Get a thing, gain 2 life.
Reverently, where do you get that he's attacking for 7?
Angel of Invention is getting plussed by the other Angel of Invention.
Yeah, but he's attacking with 2 creatures.
Yes, but I was talking specifically about the
Yeah.
Angel of Invention because the Champion of Blitz is almost guaranteed getting blocked by that Vampire token this turn. Josh gained is 7, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then here, like, there's a Cast Out. Cast Out's actually pretty good.
It feels like too little too late here, though.
It is a little late. I will not disagree with you there. But, so he does have the Fumigate. Fumigate will mean that on next turn, Josh will be able to attack with the other Angel of Invention for 6 at haste.
So, if he casts out this turn on the Godpharaoh's Gift, is he dead?
If he casts out the Godpharaoh's Gift, he is taking a total of 10 in the air, and then there are 3 creatures on the ground, which he can block all of them.
Okay.
He is not dead to cast outing this turn.
Okay, so he can cast out into Fumigate and hope that that's enough, basically.
It's a little hopeful, though, in my opinion.
Oh no, it's super hopeful.
He's going to go for the Fumigate. Fumigate gains him here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Yes.
Yep.
And then Josh probably should be milling in response to try to hit the second Godpharaoh's Gift engrave.
He probably should, but he's not. So that's where we're at right now.
I think he's looking at it and thinking about it.
He's thinking.
Yeah, Justin's deck just looking like, here's my black-white cards.
Yeah, so that's kind of the issue with tokens decks in general, I feel.
Get those other guys out of here.
Is that if they don't hit their engine pieces, the deck just kind of feels like, look at what I'm doing.
Look at my, 1 mana 1/1s and 2 mana 3 or 1/3s that
Like,
gain me little incremental life totals.
the deck is either feels stupid strong or just completely medium.
Oh, absolutely. It is pretty much just like, I'm effectively the best deck in format, or who cares?
Yeah. We are currently in the latter, not the former.
And the Godpharaoh's Gift here just being a resilient combo deck.
Yep.
Even through that board clear here, he's going to be, here's another Angel of Invention. Deal with this Angel of Invention. It's probably going to cram in for 6, I'm going to assume.
Yep. And so Justin does have time here, but
Tokens is good if your opponents are all playing Ramunap Red and Teamer Energy.
yeah, because if you're playing against energy variants with tokens, you're gonna be having a good time.
The issue with tokens is if you play against the like 300 people that are almost guaranteed going to play this deck.
Yeah, that is certainly a pretty
Deck
big
is
issue.
overall pretty cheap. It's strong and generally pretty good.
Yeah.
Josh putting the cards in his mess of a graveyard.
Yeah, his graveyard's not great. I feel like Josh
It's not a great yard.
probably hasn't played much of the Legacy or other formats where you have to keep your graveyard organized.
Mm-hmm. Just 2 strategic plannings in a row. That's a look at your top 3. Put any number in your graveyard.
Yeah.
Does it put one in your hand?
Put one in hand, the other 2 in graveyard.
Can't you elect to keep ones on top?
Possibly. I'm not
I think it
sure.
plays kind of like Telling Time.
Yeah. No, I think it's actually just anticipate, only you mill.
Okay.
Yeah. Only it's a sorcery instead of a instant.
So, he has the refurbish for the second GPG that we did see the mill of.
Mhm.
Now his graveyard just says pile.
Yep, that's even better.
Opinion on playing the graveyard deck with a graveyard in a pile.
I mean, it's legal.
Yes.
That's my opinion.
Anointer Priest, make an Anointer Priest. Look at my sweet value. Gain 2 life.
2 whole life.
2 life.
I mean, it's not
Which
great.
cards are better?
It's not looking like Justin's game is just not looking very optimal.
Not at all. He can crack the Shafet Dunes and do 4 damage.
That's something.
magic.
That's something he can do.
Legal plays. And yeah, I just think we're getting in this point, and we've kind of been in this point. The way Josh's draw did this turn, and sadly, we're watching another deck that does not take a quick approach to winning the games that it plays.
Nope, does not. But this game, it does feel like that. Josh is at the point where he can start closing out.
I think
the game
Josh
pretty
has
quickly.
another chart to course in hand. I would like to just see that before going to the God Pharaoh's Gift phase, so that
Yeah.
we can potentially get more angels. Because if he hits like a second or even maybe a third angel,
If he hits 2 angels, the game's over. So
Champion is probably better at doing that because it's a draw 3 here.
that is correct. Which is a neat little interaction with Angel.
Mm-hmm. There's another God Pharaoh's Gift to get bent, and probably a land.
That probably makes sense.
Yep, land probably a GPG unless he wanted to keep it.
I mean, he can just hard cast it next turn.
Yeah, he pitched Plains Island there actually.
Yeah. And then next turn he can just hard cast and have 3 God Pharaoh's gifts.
I mean, the game that was on camera actually had 4
Yeah.
in play.
That feels pretty good. So he's responding.
That's the game he decked himself.
Yeah. So I assume he's responding to the second trigger by milling himself for 3.
I would assume that's
Okay, never mind. Or
do
yes.
that.
I think that's more correct.
1 search for his conta, cast out, and another mill.
mill. Yep. So he's probably gonna bring back the Miller.
I think it's Vizier of Inquiries.
It's some
Minister of
Minister of
Inquiry.
Inquiries because it's not Vizier. Viziers are from Amonkhet and Howard.
Oh yeah.
Okay, he's bringing back a Sacred Cat,
5 mana Kitty Cat.
and he's
Gain
gaining there.
11.
Yep. And Justin taking a fair amount of damage here.
Oh yeah. So, Josh's graveyard is pretty much just 1 or 2 more Mill Boys, I think.
Yeah.
So another Fumigate here.
Could possibly do something.
He
But,
drew. Oh, he does have one, I think. So he
Yes.
has Legion's Landing Fumigate.
Okay. So,
Sweet.
yeah, this is... Oh boy, this is feeling so medium.
Good Magic the Gathering is being played.
Is that what we call it?
Yes.
Amazing.
Definition. Okay, so there's the cast out, not great anymore.
Nope, because there are 2 God-Bearer's gifts.
But so if he fumigates, then the champion of wits comes back and draws 5 or draw 4.
Yeah, so he's just cast outing the token of the angel, which is the biggest threat in play currently. Then probably going to go ahead and
Landing. Gain a life.
gain a life.
Value.
And now he has a 1/1 lifelinker to block.
Just what he needed.
Yes. That is what he needed in this game.
This is what he was really hoping for, actually. Mill
So-
another champion of wits.
That's disgusting.
Draw. Picked up another refurbish.
Oh boy.
2 chart the courses, a refurbish, and a God's Pharaoh's gift, I think.
So,
So chart the course.
well, Josh can just go get greedy and just go, well, not even greedy. Just go ahead and play the 3rd God-Bearer's gift.
Well, you can just refurbish so you can see more cards by casting chart the course.
Yeah, I guess so. He also relevantly has now another Vizier in his graveyard.
Minister.
No, the 3-drop.
Oh, the champion of wits.
Champion of Wits, that's not Vizier. He has another Champion of Wits in his graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
So he can draw 8 cards at the beginning of combat
Mm-hmm.
and discard 4.
Is it? Oh yeah. And well, the first one's probably gonna hit an angel.
Yeah, probably. And Justin may be facing on. There is a good chance that Justin is facing non-lethal right now.
There's also a good chance that Josh is just gonna draw like 18 cards and mill himself.
That would be hilarious, and it would be something I would clip and show to Josh on many occasions.
I think Josh. I think tokens playing approach on the board actually is kind of an interesting concept. The only issue that I would have with it is I think 7 lands is a lot to ask for
Yeah.
from a deck that's not really playing any way to consistently hit all of his land drops.
That is correct. Alright, so he's going to draw 4. See if he hits anything interesting.
There's an angel.
There's an angel, so...
Angel God's Pharaoh's gift.
Jesus.
And he has a refurbish, so we can actually get. Maybe we'll see the just a replay of that camera match. Just 4 God's Pharaoh's gifts in play versus Mill myself.
I mean, I guess.
Look at this mess of a board.
This board is just atrocious.
Alright, block that. Block that. Take 6. Take 6, gain 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. Josh goes to 39. Pass. Fumigate.
So, relevantly, I just got a message saying that apparently we're having a lot of background noise.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Guys, we are having a lot of background noise, by the way. I hope they can hear me.
They can hear you.
They can hear us, I thought.
Yeah. Alright, so, anyways, what is happening in combat? What is combat and what is going on? Because I don't know.
So here is a Fumigate. Fumigate gains 6 again.
Yeah.
Champion of Wits goes graveyard. Everything else goes exile. There was 1 more Angel of Invention left in the deck.
Yep, and, this is a mess. This is just an absolute mess.
So, untap. Mill 4th Angel.
Man. So,
Refurbish the 4th God Pharaoh's gift. Yep.
okay.
This should be lethal.
I'd have to imagine this is lethal.
Alright, that's a 6. I don't know, this is a 6. This is a 5. Careful, Josh. You have to draw 10 cards. I want to see him draw and discard.
Nope, they're just... He's scooping it up. I'm pretty sure he had 10 cards left in his deck, minimum. Either way, so... Yeah, that was a match.
That was a no. That was a game.
That was a game.
Game 1. Just I could never imagine playing one of the token decks in the standard format at a tournament because of how long every one of your matches are.
I mean, like, that's fair. Blue Black Control also has really long matches, and I'm going to be putting myself through that at the GP this weekend.
So I'm playing Mardu.
Yeah, you have your quick matches. You get to eat food.
Yeah, I also get to potentially get you guys food, but never actually ask.
Yeah, that'll be great. It's gonna be a great
Because I'm
GP.
always going to want to go somewhere that you can't eat. Because there is a Chick-fil-A in the convention center.
Oh boy, I can get a milkshake.
Nothing.
I can get milkshake and fries. They have good fries.
They do have good fries. You get a salad. Just ask for no chick.
No chicken in my salad, yeah.
Yeah, just like give me some lettuce.
Some medium quality lettuce.
Sweet. You get a fruit cup. They have fruit cups.
Mm.
You get some chicken noodle soup.
There's an issue there.
Explain.
The chicken.
I do love food. I'm a large man.
I'm very medium on food.
You're a medium man.
Yes. That's how it works. Alright, so,
You know what's really fun?
what's that?
Not knowing a single card in either of these players' sideboards.
Yeah, I was about to
There's
make
4
a comment.
Duresses in Token's deck because there's black in his deck. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's a common trend of standard right now. Man, I play black for the rest. So knowing nothing about sideboards here, I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna assume nothing.
There's nothing. There's no assumptions. There are probably negates in Josh's sideboard.
Yeah. So normally we'd be a little bit more prepared on this.
But we decided to go to a food place that takes way too long to make the food.
Yeah. And like we were a group of 9 people, so like that did not help the fact of us going slow.
No, not at all. All right.
We were like, man, let's go eat some food at some place that takes a long time, then let's play our all slow pods.
Yeah, let's play the standard format, which... Boy, this standard format.
Bright side, next round with Alex versus Corey might be fast.
Ramunap versus...
No.
Oh, sorry, Mardu versus Teamer?
Yeah.
It's not going to be fast.
Faster than this. Faster than watching what we call paint drying or this matchup.
I'm excited to watch Alex lose a bad matchup. I mean, lose a
Good matchup.
good matchup.
Well, Alex not really played much Mardu, whereas Corey's played a decent amount of Teamer. So, like, there's that going for him.
Alex is naturally okay, though.
He's either really, really good, okay, or trash.
It depends on what he feels like.
Yeah.
I feel like he's done all the stupid stuff he's wanted to do.
Yeah. But no, and all joking aside, Alex will do fine.
Alex is passable.
He's
So is it the
And
winner
then
of this
class.
game is the one that's playing against Blue Black Control? Do we put all the fast decks in one side of the bracket and all the slow decks in the other?
We're probably gonna have to I'm probably gonna like try to make it so the next round goes fast.
Let's have Ramunap versus Blue Black, and then the winner of this versus the winner of the Mardu matchup.
Yeah, that sounds great. Give Sebastian the worst matchup possible.
Worst matchup wins it anyways.
Yeah, it's Sebastian. I have faith in him. He's playing an actually good control deck.
I have faith in mountains. I have faith in Sunscorched Desert making it so Michael can't play cards. There's so many games.
I loved when mono red Eldrazi was a thing in standard, and you were playing a mono red deck that had a bad mono base.
Yeah, it was great.
When you can't cast your spells and you're playing mono red.
The monocolored decks are terrible at casting their spells because they're like, well, I'm just going to play with all these deserts and then get this desert value off these Sunscorched Deserts.
Yeah. I was just reading a thing. Alright, so, keep looking down at the notes I have here, but the notes aren't very helpful.
They also don't change.
They don't change. You look confused.
I was trying to figure out what the icon beside one of my friend's name was.
What is it?
It's like a key that says any on it.
Okay. I'm proud of
I'm
him.
not sure what it is.
Alright, so are we starting? It looks like Josh is on a mulligan.
I think both of them mold. Right.
Yep.
Authority
Of the consoles.
consoles.
So that does make it so if Godfarer's gift gets active, the creatures cannot attack the turn they come in play.
Which is important because GPG is about the only way Josh's deck actually wins.
Yeah.
Otherwise, his cards are 1 mana, 1/1s. 1 mana, 1/2s.
He has a good 5-mana card.
He has one good creature.
And
Champion Wits is passable.
Champion the Wits is passable. Like, it's effective. It's a good effect with a medium body.
This matchup also, something that's also going to matter quite a lot is how many copies of Sacred Grounds Justin plays. The desert that can exile all graveyards. Scavenger Grounds.
Scavenger Grounds. Okay, thank you. Alright, so Justin has the hidden stockpile, but also only has 2 lands.
The stockpile is going to potentially let him just start try finding more lands. At this point, it's not great because it's going to have to get rid of the Anointer Priest, but is Josh also on 2 lands?
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a mess for both sides.
Stockpile?
Alright,
So he has a cast out. He can cycle his cast out.
to hopefully hit a land. And if he doesn't hit a land, he can sacrifice his creature to scry. Okay, so...
Okay, didn't hit a land also.
And he decided not to scry.
Okay. Found it. Got there.
Okay, so I think that Josh is favored now.
Okay, Josh found the... Yeah, get that guy in tapped.
So, Josh is favored solely in the fact that he has lands and he just drew cards.
Yes. And he has Chart the Course to find more lands. There are now 2 God's Heroes Gifts in his sideboard. What's the second card
his
to get rid
sideboard?
of? In his sideboard. They're in his board. Out of the deck. You have to get some creatures in the yard there, Josh, so that you can actually GPG. Even with Authority of the Councils, those cards are fine.
Yeah.
Fatal Push. Is that what Justin wanted to pick up there?
Well, he can Fatal Push his creature
Uh-huh. To get a...
to get Revolt.
To get Servo. Sacrifice it. A little bit better. Is this a land?
Well, he's thinking about it. So, it must be something at least passable.
DJ asking, where's the advantage bar at?
So, the advantage bar, right now, if we had one,
Would actually be green, a color they don't have on their advantage bar in Josh's favor.
yes. Though, the advantages here are just so medium right now.
Mana number 4. Advantage bar has turned purple. Refurbish. Advantage bar is now off the screen.
Advantage bar is literally just in Josh's lap. Alright, so Josh is
Draw
going to draw
4.
4. Alright, so this matchup, this game feels over.
Hey, no, but that creature cannot attack. ETB
Hey.
tap.
Yeah, wow, he got that life advantage.
Get that token in play.
Josh can't.
Where is it? I want it in play.
Dude, I don't know. I think Josh just keeps forgetting that tokens are available.
Tokens exist. There we
Look
go.
Look at him go. He keeps remembering after he's already done things.
Scry on upkeep because we still don't have a land. Not a
my
land?
God.
Alright.
Justin, no.
Is this a land?
Not like this.
Nope, it's an anointed procession. Just like this. Just like this.
Oh my god. So Justin's first game on stream is gonna be a
Real good.
real great.
Great match.
Great match.
Game 1 didn't do anything except for fumigate a couple times. Game 2 didn't do anything but play, I don't know, an Authority of the Councils or something.
He made some
Combat.
tokens.
Make some guys. Token in play.
Yep,
Get it tapped.
Okay, so Josh now just has seen so many cards, and he's just filling his graveyard up for the God Pharaoh's Gifts.
Uh-huh.
He's just hitting his land drops now, and he's just going. His deck is
Hellboy.
firing on all cylinders.
All cylinders. What else are we discarding? How did Josh get energy this game? I don't think he's played a Millboy.
I'm not entirely sure how.
Might just be leftover.
Probably left over because Josh just.
Another champion of wits.
Oh boy! So the hope is that
Uh-huh.
Josh just gets greedy and
Okay.
kills himself.
Just mills himself.
Just does it.
Okay. Justin. Oh no, that doesn't work because that's not how the God Pharaoh's Gift tokens work. He can play a Ratchet Bomb. And in 3 turns, destroy all this champion of wits.
In 3 turns. Amazing.
Attack for 4.
So, like, how does Justin win this game?
Balance.
Balance?
Balance. Balance its artifacts, right? No, it doesn't.
It does not do that.
Okay.
Alright, so I have an out here.
Uh-huh.
He draws the white land, and he
Okay.
casts the new card from Hour of Devastation that destroys all non-land permanents. If there are 10.
Are there enough?
Uh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
So yeah, after Josh gets
2 more permanents in play?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, 3. Okay.
yeah. Then yeah, it'll be enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
So yeah, and he
Land. Scavenger Grounds.
boy, that's just in time.
Anointer Priest.
Just in time.
Gain 1 life.
Oh boy. Josh just going ahead and opting here, and
I don't think there's really anything optimal to do anymore.
no, there's not. I see what you did there, and I appreciate it. Now, if Josh is able to hit a cast out here, I think he can
Untap
probably
those
just win.
creatures.
Josh is like, nope, not untapping them.
Mm.
They're already attacking. We entered combat before we drew.
Are we cramming with the hostile desert?
I mean, we might be. Like, I don't think it's necessary. I think that Justin should be dead next turn. Like, Justin's not casting a Wrath. He doesn't have the land
Settle
for that.
the wreckage.
Yeah, sure. You gotta settle the wreckage. It'd be really good in this
It
scenario.
would actually be if you picked up an untapped land and a settle the wreckage on next turn.
Yeah,
It'd be great.
yeah.
So, I don't even know what Josh's hand is. All I know is it's better than anything Justin's doing.
Josh just looks at his hand. It's like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, a poker card, Blue Eyes White Dragon.
That's a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Did I stutter?
No, I guess you didn't.
An Uno card. He has.
I really hope you actually did, and I just didn't notice. Tap that creature.
All right. So what?
Hidden stockpile.
That's-
Gone.
I would have gone for the
The authority, so you could cram.
The authority. Yeah. Like I get it, but I also don't get it.
So there's a reanimated Minister of Inquiries.
All right.
Cool. What else? Another one.
Okay.
2
Amazing.
Minister of Inquiries. Get that energy.
So
Miss his energy trigger. Bad magic.
bad magic, but I don't think it matters here.
Why not?
Well,
If he had
see,
more energy,
he currently
he'd be
has
happier.
23 power worth of creatures in play,
Okay.
and Justin's at 23 before damage.
Okay.
Justin is now at 11, and there's 23 power in play.
I see what you're saying. I still think. Well, now Justin can sacrifice the scavenger ground. Get rid of all the graveyard.
Uh huh. Is that a good play?
Not at all.
Okay. So what is?
Field of Ruin.
Okay. You did something.
Got rid of the hostile desert.
So
Maybe he has 2 fatal pushes, which killed 2 champion of wit tokens.
so I think he has a hidden stockpile, and he's gonna get a 3rd token,
Woo!
and then he's gonna take exactly lethal.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, no.
It goes to 12.
Goes to 12.
Now we can block 3 of the 4 power creatures.
Yeah, and he can take 11, going down to 1. And if he draws a plane, if he
If
draws,
he draws exactly planes,
he can fumigate,
fumigate.
and then he might win.
Also, if Josh makes any more creatures, Justin actually gains life.
Also, Josh milled himself for some reason.
He doesn't want to attack with it.
Okay. Why not, though?
I don't know, man.
Like... Okay, yeah, sure. So he's gonna bring back an angel, hit the, yep. Yep, okay. So
Easy game.
basically, for those who may have got lost there, he was gonna bring back the angel, eat the console, authority of the consoles, then you do the God-Fearer's Gift thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we got Josh with blue-white going on. Now we're gonna have Alex versus Corey.
Alex versus Corey.
Alex versus Corey.
Alex versus Corey.
So hopefully they heard us. Otherwise, I'll just throw my boogie board in there at them.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to look at our beautiful logo. So,
Good logo.
Good logo.
So Alex versus Corey is going to be the Teamer Energy versus Mardu Vehicles matchup. In general, Mardu Vehicles, assuming its draw lines up in a way that works, has the advantage in that matchup.
Yep.
But Teamer does have some cards that can definitely pull them ahead. If Corey, which I do believe he is on a list that has the main deck interaction for the more aggressive strategies, other than the main deck interaction for the control strategies, he'll be at a little bit more of a 50-50 side instead of a 60-40.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be an interesting match to watch. It's definitely going to be very up to the cards that come from each side. But in my testing with Mardu, which is what I'm going to be playing, Alex is actually going to be playing my list for this. Mardu, the reason I'm playing the deck is because it has a favorable energy matchup and a pretty decent control matchup, where I think it struggles in the other creature matchups.
Yeah, that is correct. I haven't really played much from either side of this matchup in this current standard. I have played it in the past from both sides. Usually it does feel pretty favored for Mardu. They just have a lot of things that line up pretty well against what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going to go and start shuffling up, and we're going to see how this match goes.
Notably, some differences on my Mardu list versus other Mardu lists. In opting out of playing the majority of basic lands over 4 Ramunap Ruins and 2 Ifnir Deadlands.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also not on Nerd Apes. I'm actually playing with Stapala.
Okay.
Going a little bit bigger to be better in these mid-range matchups.
All right, so they're shuffling up. They relevantly and thankfully both are not using black sleeves.
Yes. That Mardu Vehicles, not in a great place. I'm going to go fix that.
No, it looks great. I like it. It's clipping right into the 20.
I'll be right back.
My favorite way of clipping. Just right into it. So... Alright, so they're shuffling up. Andrew's fixing the titles, that way it doesn't look totally terrible. And hopefully we'll be starting up pretty quickly, and hopefully this match, unlike the past matches, won't take forever. Alright, so you're coming back in.
I am back. Did they both mulligan?
I don't
Or are they just
believe so.
finishing their shuffling?
They're just finishing shuffling. They rolled, but I didn't see who won.
Okay. I think I saw Corey with a 4. So, I'm going to assume, and Alex went ahead and took the heat first, so I'm going to assume Alex on the play. Alex, Spire of Industry, a contested courtyard, and is that an Uncharted? Or, yeah, definitely should not be playing the Spire over the contested courtyard for the turn 1 Toolcraft.
Concealed courtyard.
Yes.
But yes, he should definitely go and drop that concealed courtyard, drop that Toolcraft, and head from there.
And then from Corey's side,
I see some lands, and I can't really make out
There's a
anything aside from
Chandra?
lands.
a Glorybringer, Chandra Glorybringer, Glorybringer lands.
Yeah.
Oh, a Braid. It's
Okay, a Braid
not the second Glorybringer.
kind of pulls it together, but this is certainly a slow hand.
Oh,
for this matchup.
absolutely. If he knew the matchup, like, legitimately, and we weren't testing, I feel like he probably should not keep this hand.
Yeah. So Alex getting in there for 3. Has the good old curve of turn 1 Toolcraft, turn 2 Hearthkieran.
Just exactly what he wants to be doing in most of these types of matchups.
Yep. And if he has the 3 power creature next turn, he can get in there for even more.
If there's like a Dapala or a Motorist, there is a Motorist. With Corey having the Abrade and seeing Alex's mana base, I actually liked main phasing the Abrade to get rid of the artifact.
Yeah.
Alex going to get greedy here, though, and go for the Enter Combat here. And with his red cards, he's not going to have access to this red mana if Corey takes an Abrade.
So this feels extraordinarily greedy, and I don't think that he has the braid.
I think that full art is definitely a Glorybringer.
Okay, that full art is definitely a Glorybringer.
Or I think it is. It might be in a braid. We just might not be.
No, that's
it.
definitely a braid.
Yeah, I'm not sure as to why. So there was just what I think was a lot of misstepping from both players there.
Yeah, like I don't think that entire line should have gone out like it did.
Because there's like, motor should have got played first so that you could crew.
So he should be attacking for 8 instead of 4.
Instead of 3.
Oh yeah, he didn't attack with the Heart of
Because
Kieran.
you play the motorist, you go into combat, you let the trigger resolve, and then crew the heart. And yeah, now Heart of Quran dies, and this is all the missteps from both sides of the table. For the way Alex played, the motor shouldn't be in play.
Yep.
The Toolcraft Exemplar should have had no bonus.
Yep. There were a lot of things that were not great that just happened. All right, so
Attune
with Aether. So right now, Corey's start is just way too slow. For
Yeah, it's not doing a lot,
start.
and if Alex does have a artifact here to be able to gain the pumps, he has another heart, so now he's going to be attacking for 6.
Yep, and that's pretty strong. Now Corey can play down his Chandra, but
Okay.
it doesn't
Alex
do
has left
much.
over the Lightning Strike
Yeah.
and something else.
Okay, so you can play Chandra, eat the Toolcraft, go to essentially 1.
Well, I think he would eat the motorist.
I mean, eat the Motorist, and essentially go to 1. And be staring.
Assuming that Alex has no creature
Yes.
that can crew the heart.
Correct.
Which I think the way my deck's built, every creature that isn't Bomat Courier crews the heart, and Bomat Courier is just lethal.
Yes. Relevantly, Alex has Lightning Strike and Unlicensed Integration, so
It's going to be difficult.
Corey not looking great here.
Yeah,
in this first
Glorybringer,
game.
Chandra. It looks like he might also have a Hydra. Notably, he's also in a situation where if he plays the Hydra, Alex can kill it in response.
He can. Or Alex can instead just win the game.
Well, oh yeah, I guess against the Hydra, it would just win the game.
Yeah. I think that's a better play, but I'm not experienced
Generally.
enough with Team Energy to know with Mardu to know if that's the correct play.
Winning, pretty okay.
Yeah.
Do we have anybody out there to be updating the computer? Because I think Alex and Corey are the two that have mostly been updating the computer. So once a game win happens, I don't know if anybody's going to be updating the score.
We can certainly get one of them to do that. Not Josh. Josh is looking super scared. We'll get on that once it comes up.
I mean, I can also just run over there and do it
Yeah.
real quick. It's not a big deal at all.
That's great because I don't feel like getting up.
So Corey here having what generally would probably be a pretty important decision, but just the way Alex's hand lines up, I don't think there's any way
No, this game is.
the Corey's getting out of this situation.
This is an easy game one for Alex.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like it should not have been. I feel like it should have been more of a game than it was.
Corey's hand just not being very good, and then also just that weird turn 2, turn 3 missteps.
That stumble just defined the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it had gone out like because Alex stumbled and if Corey had caught the punish,
Mm-hmm.
the game would have ended.
All right, so here's Hydra, and now he's just dead to the Lightning Strike.
Yep, just dead. So okay, yeah, that's
So okay, I think it's cute what he's doing here. So he's gonna Lightning Strike the Hydra with the energy being in pool to get him to use the thing, and now he's just gonna unlicense Disintegration and kill him.
God. Alex, that's the most obnoxious thing.
I'm being told that my laugh is like a villain in Streets of Rage.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I've never seen or played or whatever that is.
But no, it's pretty accurate.
Alright, and so Alex here picking up the first game. We'll go ahead and go edit that real quick.
Okie dokie then. So looking at it, going in sideboarding, Corey's going to be bringing in, I imagine, some type of some additional removal to handle what Alex is doing. His artifact, he has some amount of artifact removal for the Heart of Kieran and the like, and Alex is probably going to possibly bring in some more mid-rangey cards, or he's just going to We'll be bringing in less mid-range cards more so. Normally I'd be a lot more prepared and have 75s in front of me, but as we have stated many times thus far tonight, we are ill-prepared tonight. That's not great. That's not great. Can you hand me that can behind you?
That's my round.
Alright, so anyways, so we're waiting right now as they finish sideboarding up. Alright, so I'm hearing from Andrew that he's bringing in Chandra's defeat in to kill Glorybringer.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
And to kill the Chandras as well.
Alright. You're talking about the sideboarding?
Yeah, talking about sideboarding, talking about how I know literally nothing.
Yeah, from the Mardu side, in my opinion, it's take out the playset of Bomat Courier and 2 of the Lightning Strikes. Bring in 3 Rampaging Ferocidons, the double Harsh Mentor, and the 1 copy of Chandra's Defeat.
Mm-hmm.
At least on the play. On the draw. On the play, he also takes out the 3rd Lightning Strike and brings in the Chandra that's in the sideboard.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then from Corey's side, it's more than likely potentially Confiscation Coup if he wants to try to play that game against the vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
And then also more of his anti-red cards like Magma Spray and things like that, because they generally have a overlap against the energy or the vehicle deck. So, outpicking of game 1, obviously, definitely very important for this matchup.
Yep.
Because the sideboard games are where the matchup gets a little bit harder. So making sure that you do pick up the first game is what matters.
Yeah. So let's let them finish shuffling up, and with Alex having game 1, I think that this is going to be one of those cases where Alex just goes ahead and wins it from here, and then we have top 4. We'll see how we're doing on time. It's going to be a little rough to finish out the full 6 rounds.
Oh, it'll be fine. We'll do it.
Worst case, I may just have like Sebastian or someone swap out with me at some point if I'm.
What do you
like...
think you're going to do? Go to sleep? I've driven back to Blacksburg. You'll be fine. You can stay.
Yeah. So it's not so much going to sleep as going home, saying I'm going to get things done, and then not.
Okay.
That's it.
That's making the exact motion that I was pretty much thinking of.
Okay, so I'm getting a lot of
flack.
lot of flack here. I'm not liking it. I don't not get paid for this.
Heart of Quran, Scrap Heap Scrounger, Toolcraft Exemplar.
No lands.
I think there was an Ifnir Deadlands.
No lands. I don't know what Corey's looking at here, but hopefully it's a better hand than it was game 1.
I think a Harness Lightning Bristling Hydra. That's a blue card, I think, was being shuffled around in there. What is that? A Vizier? No, that's a Spire Bluff.
That's definitely a Spire Bluff.
Okay.
I see a lot of lands.
I think there's a Negate. Or an Attune. No, it's a Confiscation Coup.
Okay, it's confiscation. So his hand, once again, has a lot of top end with 1 piece of low end removal.
There's a Cub.
Oh, there's a cub?
There's
Okay.
a Cub in the front of his hand.
Okay. Yeah, this hand's capable then.
It's fine on the play.
Yeah. And Alex being on a mulligan means that I think that Corey does have some room to take this game.
Absolutely. Alright, so let's see.
So,
Here's that Deadlands.
Alex had a mold of 5. That's not looking great for him.
Not at all.
I think that Corey's now gone from being unfavored in this matchup to super favored.
At least for this game. But if near Deadlands is sure bullying him, though. So,
I will get to working on an Affinity 75 at some point tonight.
for what? Just in general?
Just in general.
I still don't know what I want to play at the local one. The local IQ at the end of the month. I'm having a lot of issues trying to find a deck for this format right now.
Escape shift.
If somebody has it.
Okay. That might be doable. I actually think
I'll pretty much always play that deck if somebody has it.
I actually think Scape Drift is hella medium right now because humans is an issue for you.
Yeah, but I just put my mountains into play.
And
then I sometimes win because my mountains are
And, like,
just so good.
it's within a few hours driving distance of Collins Mullen, so he's probably gonna show up because he's like, I mean, like, I can't not win an event. So he's like, I'm basically getting $400 for showing up, and that's just good value.
I don't actually know who that is off the top of my head.
That would be Harley.
Oh, it's Harley.
Yeah.
Okay, I figured it's who it was, but I actually didn't know off the top of his head. Harley, I might send you a list and ask if I can borrow it then. I didn't know his screen name.
Yeah, Harley has a thing for the Tazarets. Not the standard one though. The standard Tazaret's super medium.
Standard Tezzer's great. What are you talking about? Standard playable week 1.
Was it?
Yeah, it won a classic.
That's not playable.
It won a classic week 1.
A lot of things win classics.
Harsh Mentor.
That's pretty harsh.
Yeah, there's a Modern IQ at SCG on this Saturday, or not this Saturday, the last Saturday of the month.
Last Saturday of the month.
The Saturday right after Thanksgiving.
Yes, it's the 25th, I believe, or 24th.
Yeah.
Modern IQ. If you live around the area right now, like, it's always good. IQs are honestly just a very efficient way to grind out value.
Absolutely.
If you're at minimum decent at the game, it's a pretty easy way to grind out points and to get decent value.
I actually didn't mind the block from that because trading with the Cub is actually pretty okay for that card.
It's pretty okay, but if he has a Harness Lightning, it's super bad.
I guess.
Like,
But if you have the Harness Lightning, it just kills the Harsh Mentor anyways.
yeah, but he gets to free pump his Cub.
It does 2 to him that way.
Yeah, okay.
So
It does 2 to him, but pumps his Cub. I'm willing
Okay.
to take 2 damage, pump my Cub.
that's fair.
So,
Heart of Huron with no way to crew it.
and alright, here's a way to crew it.
Okay, well, he can crew it on Corey's turn by using both of his creatures.
Yeah. So, this is... I don't know, this start is very weak for Alex, but he has an Mulligan 5.
Yeah.
So that is to be expected.
I think he has an unlicensed disintegration to follow up.
So, the unlicensed integration is pretty powerful. The Harsh Mentor is going to get some incremental damage, and with the Heart of Kiran, he does have a way to efficiently attack.
The area...
The area, do you mean the area isn't part of the IQ, or?
Or for where we are. I'm not sure on it. Let's go ahead and get a response for that before we just answer blindly.
I'm going to answer blindly. So,
Well, either way, it's Roanoke, Virginia.
it's Roanoke, Virginia. You didn't let me answer blindly. You stepped in. You answered it for me blindly. You are the blind leading the blind.
Absolutely, whatever you said.
Yeah.
So, Corey, Confiscation Coup, Bristling Hydra, Magma Spray.
So, yeah, Corey's going to be able to pretty cleanly answer everything in play.
So, Spray Toolcraft. In response, you have to crew.
Yep.
Yep, Toolcraft is now dead.
Toolcraft is now exiled. And now Alex can block the
The
Cub.
Cub, which trades, but it does 6 to Corey, which is okay.
Yeah.
But it means a Cub trades with a Heart of Quran.
So
I hope he doesn't just take it. I actually do like the trade.
I like going for the trade, but
He's gonna just take it.
just takes it. Okay, I guess he's gonna try to go for a.
I guess if he needs
And,
his artifact to cast his spells.
Yeah, I guess he's gonna go for an unlicensed integration on this turn for the Cobb, possibly.
Attack for 2, put Corey down to 18.
Yeah, seems fun. That's a free attack, and he's just passing.
And yeah, he does have the disintegration, so he's able to take care of anything that Corey does.
Yep.
But if Corey has the blue land to be able to Confiscation Coup, Alex turns into an unwinnable game. But he does not. Oh no, he does.
He
'cause
does,
has
he does.
both the duels. Glorybringer's the option, which is just going to get Matt into disintegration. Deal 1 to Alex, 3 to Corey.
Yep, and that's totally fine.
Resolve the license disintegration. Hopefully. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's part of resolution. It's not something you can miss.
Yeah. So, guess we could go in there and remind them about the life total loss, or...
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get that reminder up real quick.
Yep. Alright. Alright, so go and get the 3 damage in.
And for area, it's what is the address of Star City Games Center?
Boy.
Something Williamson Road.
What is the address of Star City Game Center?
What is the address the 2 of the people I'm sitting in the room with work?
So I know it's on Williamson Road in Roanoke, Virginia, and that's towards the end of Williamson Road. But if you're in the Roanoke area, just type in StarCityGames.com, not .com. Just type in Star City Games Game Center, and it'll pop up.
That's what it shows up as on Google.
Yeah.
Thank you, somebody who typed it into chat. Now we know where we all live.
Thank you, Taboo Tiger. You are the real MVP.
Real MVP. Taboo Tiger got there.
Alright. So,
So, Corey just untapping here again. Alex having 3 cards in hand. I'm going to assume more unlicensed disintegration type effects.
Yep.
Which actually is not terrible against a coup here. Because in response to coup, he can disintegration the cub. He needs to pick up another land or artifact to be able to cast another one.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs to do this before... Okay. Taking Harsh Mentor.
That's an interesting choice, I guess. You could do that.
I don't mind it.
It doesn't, huh?
Doesn't that mean when it crews, the heart can take damage?
Mm-hmm. It makes Alex start taking damage from crewing.
And it also means he can freely start activating his cub.
Do you incentivize Corey to start pumping it before you destroy it?
I mean, I think you're fine with taking the 2,
Yeah.
but if he pumps it once, you go in.
Is he just... Okay, so we're putting 1 counter on it.
Yeah, and,
And he's fine with just getting 2 energy off of it. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I think that it's mostly free to try to get a little bit energy off of Corey.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and so Alex looks like he might be able to pull this game, pull back into this game
Scrap Heap Scrounger.
after
Scrounger
Mulligan
Cruise,
5.
2 myself, 4 you. Put Corey down to 6. And what's his follow-up? Is it another Harsh Mentor?
Okay, so this is kind of interesting. Corey actually not looking great right now.
Yeah, he actually needs to find something. This Mulligan to 5 that started just very poorly looks like it's actually turning into a real game.
Yeah, this shows how favored the Martin matchup is. Honestly, Corey's hand wasn't great, admittedly, but at the same time,
Corey's hand was kind of what he needs to ask for, though.
Yeah.
It was interaction, an early creature, something bigger to do later in the game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If this isn't good enough, what is good enough?
Yeah. Also, Corey cannot activate his Hydra.
It does a lot of damage. Whirler Virtuoso here
Okay.
can block, but also that's only 3 activations right now.
Yeah. Well, he can only activate twice.
Yeah.
So, this is just feeling real medium for right now.
Harsh Mentor coming in, putting Alex to 9. But that is important, though, because Alex isn't at a situation where he can legitimately, race all that well, unless if Alex picked up an untapped land, he has the kill if Corey doesn't block with a Whirler Virtuoso token.
Yeah. All right. So, is Alex is Alex crewing or
So
attacking?
it looks like it's a crew.
So is Alex taking the 2?
He should be.
Are they thinking? They are thinking.
Alex is probably thinking about the situation on, does he need a crew now? Does he want a crew later? Does he want a crew on Corey's turn to block? Because the Harsh Mentor game.
Yeah, this is actually turning out pretty interesting, honestly.
Is Corey hellbent? I think he is.
Corey looks pretty hellbent.
So this crew puts Alex down to 7. Alex can put Harsh Mentor in front of Bristling Hydra.
Wait, no, he's just
He's
attacking.
attacking. That's really interesting.
Okay.
And he's just accepting the trade. And now Alex can reanimate to crew on Corey's turn because Harsh Mentor only hits creatures in play.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting.
I really actually like that attack from Alex there. I actually would have been interested in Corey putting himself to 4 to keep the Hydra.
Yeah. I think
But wait, I don't think Alex has a creature in his graveyard to reanimate the Scavenger.
he does not.
See, now we're just attacking with Whirler Virtuoso.
So,
The only way I see Corey getting this is if he drew the hardest lady.
Yeah.
Crew the heart, and then... So otherwise,
But he doesn't have the ability to crew the heart right now. Because heart costs 3 to crew. Is Alex going to... I think you should throw the Ramunap at him end of turn here.
yeah.
Because it's not going to deal any damage to you and you don't really need land 5. Nope, that is not how that card works. He thought it was actual shock.
Yeah.
So he's not going to activate it because it does 2 damage to him. Because Harsh Mentor also checks lands. 1 mana. Toolcraft. Goes to 6. So Alex can go to 4.
Okay.
Crew the Heart of Quran, which was Corey to 4, because he'll probably block it with a thing.
Okay. This is a game of inches.
But at any time when Corey draws like anything relevant here, Corey's just going to win the game.
Correct.
Because now Alex can no longer crew unless he gets rid of the Harsh Mentor. But I guess he can, because he can put the Harsh Mentor in front of the Whirler Virtuoso, so the other Harsh Mentor has to attack in order to force. But at the moment Alex loses his Harsh Mentor, Corey just wins because he has 3 Thopters.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, Alex can't lose the Harsh Mentor.
Correct.
So that attack was not great. Is Corey thinking about making a Thopter?
Thank
Welcome,
you,
Harley.
Tezrick. Welcome, Harley.
So is he... I think Corey at end of turn is thinking about making a Thopter to cram with.
Yeah. Which is interesting.
I don't like it. Because if he makes a Thopter to cram, and Alex can just... Yeah, Corey goes to 2. Ramming Up Runes now kills if the Harsh Mentor gets off play. And both the Harsh Mentors just block each other. And not only does Ramming Up Runes kill him from just board, but every single, like almost every card in Alex's deck kills him too.
Yeah. And they're just kind of talking
about it. Also, notably, if Corey actually does draw removal for the Harsh Mentor, does he just have 2 lands?
It sure looks like it. That is 2 lands right there.
But we're not in a situation where either player is dead still.
So, Alex can't really activate the Heart of Kirin anymore because...
of the low life total. So if Corey attacks us both, I think the Harsh Mentors just have to trade. And, which means Scrap Head Scoundrel comes back at the end of turn.
No.
Alex is down to 2.
I think if the Harsh Mentor was trade, that favors Corey.
And Corey's just going to go ahead and pass. And Alex is going to pass back. Probably.
Okay.
Well, he's moving his permanents around, so I think that's a Hazoret. Hazoret is great.
Hazoret is disgusting.
I think it has to attack.
So...
I like the attack of... Ooh, he's going to attack with both.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Okay, which threatens to put Corey to 1. It is not first strike unless he has 3 or more artifacts. But, so he's going to attack with both of them. But here now, Toolcraft Exemplar... Now this leaves Alex dead to any removal, though.
Yeah.
I don't like the attack with Toolcraft. I like just the attack with Hazoret.
Well, wait. Is he dead to any removal?
Like just in general? Right now, no.
Like, if he attacks with both, is he dead to removal?
Yes, because now he has no creatures.
Yeah, because he can take
Because the 3/1 just
No, because he has to block Hazrat with one of his actual creatures,
Uh-huh. Oh, that's fair.
and he can't. If he tries to block it with the Thopter, then he also has to block the Toolcraft.
Okay. I think keeping the Toolcraft Exemplar up, though, makes more sense, in my opinion. And my specific reasoning on it is... okay, let me think about it, actually. So the attack more than likely gets blocked... So if he attacks with...
If he attacks with both...
Which creature are you blocking with? I think it's the Virtuoso.
I'm trying to think about what his out is at this point.
Glorybringer. So you have to block with Virtuoso because Glorybringer is your out, and in response, if he goes Glorybringer attack, and attack with Harsh Mentor, then Alex is forced to crew, which means Harsh Mentor now kills.
Well, there's also the thing of, like, he could create a weird line where if he keeps this Virtuoso, he could kill the Harsh Mentor and then be able to make a bunch of Thopters.
The only reason with killing off the Harsh Mentor is it lets Alex now start to crew.
Yeah.
I like just attacking with the Hazaret.
Alright, so...
Because yeah, I like just attacking with this because it means that if Corey's only draw is removal spell, Alex can't die.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he does draw the Glorybringer, he does win, though.
Yes, Corey's only out, in my opinion, is Glorybringer, or 1, 2, 3, 4, Chandra into Chandra. No, wait, because then the Chandra doesn't do deal damage.
You basically draw a second confiscation coup and just take the other mentor. And then
A confiscation coup could do
a
it.
bunch of doctors.
Corey actually opted to make a Thopter and block with the Thopter.
So this means he has to win or do something this turn.
Rogue Refiner cannot be cast off of that mana. If it ends up mattering, which I don't think it will.
And he literally can't activate the Chandra, so it doesn't matter.
Chandra doesn't do any... Harsh Mentor does not interact with
Okay,
Chandra.
does not interact with Chandra.
Yep.
So... Yeah. I'm pretty sure Alex just wins.
Harsh Mentor does not interact with Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
But any Chandra mode doesn't do anything here.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going...
Oh, no! Okay. So he drew the Rogue Refiner. So Chandra here kills Harsh Mentor.
Okay.
And then he can attack with both. He still has his Harsh Mentor.
Okay.
Alex can't block in any way that's favorable.
Okay. So,
I don't know why he's conceding. He looks like he's conceding here.
counterpoint, he's at 2 life,
Okay.
and there's Ramina runes.
Yes, which Harsh Mentor means it kills Alex. As a trigger in response.
Does it say
to-
lands?
Yes.
Okay.
It is lands, artifacts, and creatures.
Okay, then.
Why is the Whirler Virtuoso face down?
Dude, I don't know. I legitimately don't know.
Okay, so Alex does win in this situation because now all of his creatures are forced to block. So Chandra not removal spelling means that Alex wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this forces blocks, though, and then forcing blocks with this out of the way. That'll
Yeah.
die no matter what.
Alright,
Yeah.
So they're talking over, but,
And now we're in the situation where Alex has won the game.
Yeah.
And I think it comes from Corey blocking with that Thopter, and also just Corey plussing instead of killing the Harsh Mentor.
Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah, because Harsh Mentor still has to block.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Okay, so that's 2-0 for Alex, I believe.
Yeah, so we have... We said we want to do,
Corey definitely could have won that game.
Yeah. So...
That turn couldn't you block Harsh Mentor and Harsh Mentor, then kept his Harsh Mentor alive?
Harsh Mentor,
Blocking Harsh Mentor.
they're both 2-1s. They're not X3s.
Yeah.
1-3.
No, they're 2-2s. Sorry, they're Grizzly Bears.
Alright, so now we're gonna have Sebastian versus Michael.
Yes.
Hey, we're gonna have Sebastian versus Michael next.
We actually have Sultai in... Oh, no, we're not, because you forgot it.
Yeah,
We do not have Sultai because Nathaniel forgot the deck at home.
So, alright, they're gonna go and move some stuff around, and we're going to... Yeah.
It's completely my...
No, that was also probably my bad. So, alright, going ahead and try to get quickly moved over to doing hopefully a quick match between Ramiot Fred and Blue Black Control. This is a matchup that it's not great. It's not great.
It's not great in Blue Black side.
No. You run 2 to 3 Essence Extractions main board. You run 2 to 3 Vroskins and Knems, but that's your only way of getting life. And
Depending on Sebastian's draw, though, it actually can be pretty okay.
like it can be okay, but it's definitely not one of the better things for it to be playing against.
Yeah.
So that means I'm saying that Ramiot's probably gonna take this, but I'd like to see Sebastian take it.
Yeah, it's definitely possible for Sebastian to take it, and depending on like how just how the games play out, how Michael ends up sideboarding.
I think that having if games 2 and 3 are the games that you can pull off. Having access to Gift to Aetherborn and you're up to 4 Essence Extractions is a huge deal. Gift to Aetherborn with if you ever get to bring back Gift to Aetherborn as a 4/4,
It's pretty much lethal.
The game's basically over.
Sebastian showing Michael what he's on.
Yeah,
Into dissolve.
that's loose on his part.
Loose.
So we're just getting Michael in. He had the round 1 bye, as it were, and he's moving that energy to the side. So
Yeah. Let's get those energy. I don't care that neither of them use it. Put those energy tokens in play.
So
Mm.
they just
Not a
move.
fan.
Not a fan of moving.
Not a fan.
Inside? It's a shame. Oh, and Michael using the old school purple non-matte sleeves. Look at him go. And both decks are in purple, as it should be. Yeah, that too. That's something that we can work on.
Mm-hmm.
That one's less obvious, though. I guess.
I guess that's fair.
But like, it's also something that we probably should. Yeah. Anyways, sorry for the kind of back and forth chat that has no real apparent reason for those in chat. So
Still figuring out little intricate things about the inner workings of the stream itself.
Yeah. So judging though from our viewership numbers, I can't assume that us starting on time is an important factor.
Absolutely.
Cause oh boy.
Well, this is about the time where we usually start to get a couple more people in.
Yeah. But at the same time, we were like when we were starting time, we were hitting like 20 or 20-ish by this point. By the way, so they're shuffling up. The die roll is also a huge thing in this matchup.
I'm not sure who won it. What tokens are you looking for? Is it Ragabond? We have one.
Okay. I heard someone throwing around Ragabond, and I forgot what it was because I always just call it the monkey.
The monkey.
The monkey. He's just.
And there are also Earthshaker Kenra tokens over there.
Yeah, no, it's just curious.
A lot of Omnium Reds are coming Earthshaker Kenra. I'm not sure if he's on there.
Are they?
Yeah. Weirdly enough, someone's talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can probably figure out pretty soon.
Probably.
All right. Ancrop Crasher, Lightning Strike,
Hazaret.
Sunscorched Desert, Double Mountain.
So a pretty slow hand from his side.
I think you keep it though.
I mean, yeah, but this is the type of hand that Sebastian can beat. Because, so how Michael wins this matchup is by putting a lot of pressure on early and then having a late game burn. But if he's able to let Sebastian get into a point where Sebastian can start essence scattering, disallowing, Vroskins connecting, etc. for value, then it becomes a game that Sebastian slowly starts taking over.
So the type of games that lean very heavily on Hazaret as a card.
Yeah, like if Hazaret resolves, it's a problem for Sebastian,
Is he
but
keeping a 6-card one-lander on the play?
it sure does appear to be so.
Well, he kept top. Is it Search for Visconta or pass?
No,
Okay.
just pass. So one thing of noting when I was playing this matchup, I actually like sideboarding out Search for Visconta in this matchup.
I agree. I would agree with that. It's the same concept of like old decks sliding out like their think twices against aggro decks.
Yeah.
You don't want to just be sitting around and wiggling your cards.
So if Sebastian can continue to make land drops, I think that he's feeling pretty favored right
Absolutely, and there's an Earthshaker coming.
now. Yep.
Confirmed.
Okay.
I like this.
So it plays around Censor, but also plays in Fatal Push.
Absolutely. Kind of a weird little thing, but I think it's much more reasonable to play around Censor more than anything.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically because Sebastian kept a land light hand.
No,
and cards like Censor is a reason you would.
For sure it is, but I'm just pointing out that it does play into one other thing. It's one of those weird things where it's like, what do I gain more value by playing around? And Sebastian has a land drop this turn and a land drop in his hand. So he is now in a position where he can start leveraging his counter spells, his removal, and
I like how Sebastian at the point where he has to read every single
standard card.
standard card.
So it does appear that he has Disallow Scarab God, and honestly, I kind of just like disallowing this
Okay.
and then casting Scarab God.
Okay. What about Vraska's Contempt?
That's even better.
It's only worse against exactly Hazaret, and he picked up land 5.
No, he already had another land hand.
Oh, I didn't know he did. He's actually just going to go ahead and play the patient game with the disallow.
Unless I was missing it, unless I was looking at things wrong and he doesn't have a Scarab God in hand.
What are the cards
No,
that
he
Michael
super has a
has
Scarab God.
down?
I'm not for sure. Alright, so if you have nothing else in hand, you slam that Scarab God.
Yes.
You just slam it.
Here's
there you go.
my guy.
Here's my guy. You have a turn to do something. If you don't do something, this game starts becoming my game.
But exactly what does ramming up red do here? Here is a Hazaret.
That can't attack.
Great.
Boy, Sebastian doesn't know anything about it. That's great.
What is this like best card in best red creature in the set?
In this set, yes, is not. Wait, is Glorybringer from Hour?
No, maybe.
Wait, no, it's from Hour, but Hazaret is from Amonkhet.
Okay. No, Exert. Isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's from I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head which set Glorybringer's from. I still think Hazaret's technically a better creature than Glorybringer. Hazaret gets played in more decks than Glorybringer does.
Currently?
Temur Energy is the only Glorybringer deck, other than some 4-color lists.
Okay. I am still stuck in Alt Standard with everyone was playing Glorybringer. Like, it was bringing so much glory. Alright.
This is going to animate a Earthshaker Kenra, hold it back to potentially block the Hazaret.
Yep. And he has an Essence Scatter. I kind of like just honestly cramming in with Earthstriker, though. Because that means you're threatening lethal the next turn.
Yeah, especially because you have the on-crop crasher, so even if he has the block, you're able to just... Okay, so I actually like animating...
He's dead regardless. Because if he has one creature, it gets Essence Scattered. If he has 2 creatures, it gets Essence Scattered plus the on-crop crasher.
Well, Hazaret can potentially block.
If he has 0 cards in hand, yeah.
1 card.
1 card in hand, I mean.
Which he has 3 cards in, or 4 cards in hand right now, so we're not getting into a situation where Hazaret can block because we don't. Michael didn't draw any of the cheaper parts of his deck this game.
Yeah. So I think this is a game where Blue-Black Control is going to win.
Blue-Black Control is going to steal a game 1, and that is huge.
Yeah, because that means most likely, if everything goes like it normally does, that means Michael's going to take game 2.
Yes.
Then game 3, I think Sebastian becomes actually favored.
Okay.
Provided Sebastian sideboards correctly, I think he's favored.
Does Michael try to go big in this matchup?
I mean, going big does not necessarily favor you in the least, because trying to play the big game with this deck doesn't work out, because you don't want to get to a point where, like, you don't want to get bogged down with big stuff, because then Sebastian can just be like, here are my counter spells.
Yeah.
And that's an issue. Alright, so he's going to go and get that Upkeep Scry action on, get that creature. He now has 13 power worth of attackers.
And putting him down to 12, there's no legal blocks that Michael's going to have access to because he's got 4 cards in hand.
Yep.
And even if he did have legal blocks, Sebastian can just exert this on-crop crasher for no reason other than to make it to where that can't block even if some crazy thing happened.
And I think that he should just do that, honestly. Like, before combat.
Before combat, what?
Does he have...
Lightning strikes.
I guess.
Lightning strike a braid, maybe?
A
braid on crop crasher.
Okay. I guess. So is he going to use another removal spell on it? Yeah, it looks like he's going to use another removal spell. So,
Lightning Strike on Crop Crab.
so that means that he can't exert, and there's a chance that if he has another instant speed thing and Sebastian attacks with both, he can get value off a Hazoret block.
Yeah.
So Sebastian does now have to fear that.
But after that, Michael's leftover is a second Hazoret.
Yeah.
Does he have another Abrade? Because if that's the case, the Abrade should have got targeted at the creature. The Lightning Strike should have got kept in hand.
That is correct. I think he might have another Abrade. Because now he's going to try to go to blockers and Abrade some things that way he can block. And otherwise, like, he's losing on 3 damage here, which is... Sebastian's life throw is high enough that it's probably not going to matter, but it matters.
I mean, it definitely matters for the deck trying to kill your opponent through damage.
Yeah.
Sebastian here is going to go ahead and pass.
That is pretty patient. I think it's fine here.
Yeah.
Like, you're worried about getting blown out in combat, just don't attack. Bam. Simple.
It makes it very easy. And Michael here is going to go ahead and pass again. Now he has access to double Hazoret pitch, so he no longer has to like play the spells.
Yeah.
Here's the Scry one on Scarab God and upkeep. And bottom it, pick up something new. If he has like a Torrential Gearhawk or a Vraska's Contempt here, he just wins the game.
Yeah, Vraska's Contempt actually just wins the game. And
just another pass, and he can't get rid of that Hazoret.
okay. So, it's interesting.
Because he'd really love to just throw the Hazoret at him, but he just can't.
Yeah. So he drew a Carry Zev.
Okay. Not great.
I actually don't like playing Carry Zev.
I just like shocking my opponent as many times as possible from this point in the game on. Keep him on this, I have to like back foot.
Mainly, the main reason I don't like playing Carry Zev is because it gets removed on your turn. That means Sebastian has another target before his untaps up.
And you are slowly losing the game from drains, and now you're losing the game slightly faster from drains. And Carry Zev being a 4/4 menace first strike.
Yeah, that's pretty decent.
And that Carry Zev can just start attacking every turn.
Yep. Sebastian also keeping a card on top, which not great for Michael here.
Oh, not at all. Is it a Illumination?
It's an Illumination. Okay, yeah. Draw 2 cards, sure. Because if he draws into a way to remove the Hazoret, the game's over.
Yeah.
So there's no reason not to dig for that.
Yeah, I think Carry Zev just crams. He has an Essence Extraction.
Oh wait, how big is Ragabond?
Ragabond is a 2/1.
6. I think he
full cram is lethal.
just full cram,
Yeah, or just pass the turn.
I guess.
What are you afraid of?
Nothing. But like, what are you afraid of if you pass?
That's fair.
Like,
I mean, that should be attacking.
that 1000% should attack. And I think that you should attack with all. Like,
Oh yeah,
a Harness Lightning kills something, but that's it.
but what does it kill? Harness Lightning?
Kills nothing. Okay, so yeah, if he has like an Abrade, it can kill a Vagabond.
And now Michael had to discard the Hazoret to block, and now Sebastian gets a Hazoret and actually is at the low card count in hand to be able to attack with a Hazoret.
Yeah, that's not great for Michael. Well, I
Oh,
mean,
look, he picked up another Hazoret.
honestly, this game is nothing in this game is great for Michael right now. So we're gonna go and see a kind of drawn out victory from Sebastian here. Like, the game has been over for turns, honestly. But it's just taken a little while to get that final nail in the coffin.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Blue Black Control not necessarily quick at closing his games out.
It super is not. But either way,
This is the fastest I've seen it do it.
he has an Essence Extraction hand.
Give me that Hazoret.
Yeah.
Good enough. Take all your cards back.
Right. So they're gonna go and get the sideboards. From his side, he's probably gonna bring in the Gift of Eighth of Warrants. He might bring in his one Gonti. There's some merit to bring in a negate, but not really.
Gonti in this matchup?
I like it.
Okay.
I just kind of like,
Every creature in the block.
yeah. But it may be incorrect.
It looks like Michael might just be bringing in his 2 Chandras.
That's totally reasonable. Like, minimal sideboarding here. Don't want to dilute your deck too much.
Mm-hmm. I like getting all these shocks out.
Yeah, get those shocks out of here. Okay, yeah, that's actually a really good board. I forgot about the Essence Extraction. So yeah, you just bring in your Essence Extractions, you bring in your Gift of Aether Ones, and then you take out... So he's looking at Essence Scatters. You can cut down one sensor, 1 to 2 sensors. You can cut down on eliminations as well. This is not a matchup where you care. Like, a sensor and elimination a lot of time are going to be used in the same way. And you can possibly cut down on 1 Torrential Greed Hulk here.
I know what Michael was looking at. He just had 4 Nalars up front, 2 Chandra and 2 Pia.
Yeah.
I think that was correct for the 4 shocks, and it looks like that's what he's going for.
Actually, I like better what Sebastian is doing. I keep forgetting little things. Just taking out the Search for Contest, first thing you want to take out. You don't want to be doing basically nothing on turn 2 in this matchup.
Absolutely not.
And then you can cut down on 1 sensor or 1 higher elimination.
I think Search for Conta not actually terrible. Maybe if you're on the play.
I still don't like it. Like, I would prefer to be holding up sensor.
Absolutely, it really just depends on exactly how many cards you have to take out.
Yeah, how many cards you have to bring in, how many cards you have to take out. So, like I said, I think that if I had to guess, Michael's going to take this game.
Okay.
And then I think Sebastian's going to take game 3.
I mean, we can only hope something that makes more sense as to what the matchup goes for. I'm going to go update the score because I think Corey might be upstairs.
Corey probably upstairs. Alright, so I'm currently alone in the booth, looking at them shuffle up. So, at this point, Michael is just kind of hoping to get off to an aggressive start, put Sebastian on the back foot as quickly as possible, make it so Sebastian can't play it safe, play it slow game. Because if Sebastian's able to just sit back and set the pace of the game, then it's not going to be a game that Michael is going to be able to win.
Oh, absolutely not. In any situation where the game is playing anywhere close to what Sebastian wants to be doing, most of the time any other deck is not going to be able to keep up unless they're also doing something similar.
Yeah.
Not sure what Michael's hand exactly was. I saw enough lands to play spells, but I don't know if the spells that play are there, and it looks like they are not.
Alright, doing mulligan. Hello. Yeah,
Oh, that deck.
you keep that. You keep that.
Hand is fine. It's not great, but it's fine.
It's funny. There are a lot of pitfalls to that hand.
I almost think I saw Harsh Mentors and Rampaging Ferocidons in Michael's hand. Are those main deck and Ramunap now?
No, they are not main deck. Harsh Mentor is possibly main deck. Okay,
Hazaret, Lightning Strike.
so Michael's on a Mold to 6. His Mold to 6 is pretty bad.
And a Braid still a deck.
A Braid's fine. It kills Torrential Gear Hulk, but you don't want to be playing for the game where you're like, I can kill a Torrential Gear Hulk. So Michael's hand looking pretty bad, and Sebastian's hand...
Pretty not amazing, but it's fine.
So honestly, funny enough, I think because Michael's hand is not great, it kind of makes Sebastian's hand worse. Because
Okay.
Sebastian has a hand that's good at defeating Michael curving out.
Okay.
Did you draw another land?
Michael or Sebastian? I don't think Sebastian has
Oh my god.
Strike Ya.
Yeah. Alright, so this is a game that Sebastian should be able to win on the merit of Michael not doing anything.
You're going to play around Censor there, not playing the Hazaret.
Yep, I mean, that makes sense. Sebastian has a full grip.
It makes sense.
He's stuck
to
on
get
2 lands.
censored.
Yeah. So, that being said, I think Sebastian's gonna lose this game. I thought when I saw Michael's hand, I was like, yeah, Michael's probably gonna end up losing this one. But Sebastian being stuck on lands just so not great. And there's a Torrential Gear Hulk in the graveyard.
Bomat Corior.
Yep, just
This is getting Essence Scattered?
I mean,
Fatal Push, probably not.
it's probably getting Fatal Push. Like, Michael's not played anything else up until this point. You can probably do an end step. Like, I doubt that 1 damage matters all that much. Yeah, he's just taking that one. Because, like, at this point, Michael's playing around counter spells, so no reason to put down
I
your
do not
shields.
think you drop a Hazaret for a random card.
No, you do not.
He's really thinking about it.
He's thinking. I don't know why he's thinking, though.
It's just one random card. Like,
It.
I really wanted Sebastian to just do this in response to the trigger, so Michael didn't have the option to think about this bad play. He's just gonna put his cards in his graveyard to make Hazoret better.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because he's not gonna really have an opportunity to put that.
A Braid in his graveyard.
Yeah, and he's now sitting up next turn. He can swing with his Hazoret.
Hopefully draws a land, gets to attack with his Hazoret.
Sebastian picked up an Essence Scatter.
Here's Hazoret. Okay, it's gone.
Here's nothing.
It's
Okay.
finally land. We got there, boys. Hazoret. Is this one okay? Can I have this one? Crunch.
So
Sebastian at 8.
Sebastian's at 8.
I didn't know I was in the booth.
You mean in play? But yeah. So Sebastian needs to have a Vraska's Contempt in hand and needs to draw a land.
Tall order.
Tall order indeed. He did draw a land.
Okay. Did he have the contempt? Oh, it doesn't matter. ETB stepped.
Yes.
All right. And
Alright.
Karap Crasher. Is this good enough?
He has an Essence Extraction for that.
Okay. Crunch.
So.
All right, take 2.
Yep. So, if he has the Vraska's Contempt in hand, he might be able to pull this one back out.
You have it? He does.
Oh boy.
Draw another Hazoret, Michael. Hazoret. Same thing.
This game is a train wreck.
Do you pop main face?
Nah.
You don't want one card?
I think that you can afford to be greedy.
Okay.
And if Sebastian has removal, I think that the best time to do it is in draw step.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Almost every single time against that card.
And with that being said, there is an argument for Michael ends up cracking this.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
There's a lot of arguments for it anyway.
so Sebastian did not go for the line.
Abrade your guy.
And I guess now he just fatal pushes the board. Bomat. Oh,
Dissolve.
Okay.
I actually like that.
That makes a lot of sense. So
Attack
he can
trigger.
attack and let the trigger resolve, and then before damage, draw 2.
What do you pick up? What would grip?
Is that another
I
Hazoret?
think there's an Earthshaker and a Mountain.
Okay. That's not great.
Earthshaker attacks through a Gifted Aether one on a later turn, though.
Yeah. He's also getting close to unearthing.
No, he is at Unearth. It's 6 mana.
Oh, it's 6 mana? I thought it was 7.
No,
okay.
it's 6. 7 is Champion of Wits.
Okay. And Sebastian's now just getting in for 2.
2 Earthshaker counters. Here's an Earthshaker. What you got?
I think he lets it resolve because he has Essence Extraction.
Yes. That one can't block. Play another one. Not. Why are we not playing both of them? They have haste.
So worth noting, I like Essence Extraction it more than Fatal Pushing it because Essence Extraction can't kill it when it's
And Fatal Push can.
Yeah.
But he does have a Dissolve.
Yeah, he has a Dissolve, but it's still a minor thing that I think could matter.
Another one. What you got?
Essence Extraction.
I think he has an Endcrab Crasher too. I think that's what Michael picked up for turn.
That'd be pretty good, but I mean he can choose to kill that in combat, and
That
fine.
can't block. What you got? Line up, Michael.
okay. So Sebastian's up to 14. Michael not feeling great here.
Crasher.
In second main Crasher.
Just where he wants it.
Yes. The best time for Crasher. And it's countered.
Countered.
Sebastian just killing all of Michael's fun.
Well, Sebastian doesn't really have that much otherwise. I think all he's left on is Dissolve, which I mean is good enough to counter one of these, but... Is it 7? Am I bad? It is 7, okay. There's a token.
It's not going to matter, but there is a token.
There is a token.
Alright. So, Sebastian's reading and thinking. And thinking and reading. He's read it. He's thinking about it. It's
Okay,
counter.
dissolving it. Okay.
Disallow.
There's a second one.
Disallow.
There's a second one in the graveyard, and I'm going to get up there and make them put that token in play.
Alright.
Another one.
He's it's exiled. The token's exiled.
Oh, great.
Sebastian just like no-sirring
22.
everything.
Ramunap Ruins. Undoes a lifelink tick.
This has been a hilariously bad game.
to ya.
Has Sebastian dealt any damage from anything other than Aetherborn?
No.
Amazing.
So they 16-point gifted Aetherborn so far. Now it is. Oh no, sorry. This is a 12. Now it is a 14-point gifted Aetherborn.
Sebastian.
I think you ramming up runes end of turn.
Yeah.
Like you gotta use your mana, man. You can throw away that scavenger ground.
Well, there's no reason to throw away in the scavenger ground.
Okay.
Because he has one ruin, one scavenger grounds.
Bang. It is not sorcery.
It is not. Okay. Boy, that would be a lot worse if it were sorcery speed only.
Yeah. It and the blue one are the only ones that are instant speed.
Yeah, I believe so.
Sweet deck.
Oh,
Torrential Gearhole.
so he's gonna go ahead and exile graveyards in response,
Great.
and then die. Do you have to cast it? No, it's
No, it is a May. Slam. Easy game.
Alright, so Sebastian he did it. He won.
So is that, what's it put it then? Alex versus...
Alex versus Josh. Alex versus Josh.
Alex versus Josh.
So, Sebastian popping up to the finals here.
finals.
Without knowing anything about standard.
Was having to read every single card his opponents play.
Opponent puts down a mountain.
What is
I don't
this?
trust this.
What is
I need
it?
to read it.
I'm not certain. I'm unfamiliar with the mountain art. It's a standard mountain. I'm only used to Japanese Lorwyn mountain.
My Japanese lore and foils. Alright, so we're gonna be seeing Blue White Godfair's Gift
Versus Mardu.
versus Mardu. Who do you think is favored here?
Esper Godfarrow's Gift is a bad matchup for Mardu in my testing. I want to call it bad, but I would call it like 30-70.
And I think that this version is honestly better. The blue
But I
version.
think in this matchup it's worse.
Explain.
The black matchup, without direct removal, Hostage Taker matters a lot.
Okay.
Without me having removal for the Hostage Taker, it can matter a lot. Scarab God is unwinnable card that resolves for
Yes.
Mardu.
Okay. Yeah, you got me there.
And also just they have more things that they can do on the earlier turns. They can actually interact with my board through cards like Fatal Push.
Yeah.
The blue-white deck, all of its interaction is off of creature effects and similar things like that. So in general, it requires just a lot more from the blue-white deck to be able to interact on the first early few turns, because their major game plan is to turn forward with Furbish.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll be seeing that starting up here in a minute. I think that they're getting settled here.
Should be, I hope.
I believe they are.
No. Okay, Alex is now moving to his...
Alex is not moving. He's taking his good old sweet time.
Alex is great at taking his free time. Get in there. Get
So
in there.
actually looks like despite the late start and despite the pace of these decks, we may actually be finishing up at a...
A pretty normal time.
Pretty
Standard
normal
time,
time.
even.
That is our legacy, correct?
We're not playing Legacy.
Yeah, I know. But we like to leave one.
At least in modern day.
Yes. Very good. That's some vintage humor right there. Really sealed the deal with that one.
You drafting these up as you're going?
Yeah.
You might even be in command.
I thought we're just like making a really bad joke about 94, 93. Like, yeah, we're not gonna try to reach for that New Ever Frontier. Yeah, sorry, that wasn't a real joke, just like the format.
Oh man. Like a kaleidoscope of idiocy in here.
Oh boy, it was a 6 into a 5.
Easy.
Boy. Alright, so let's just have some fun here. Who do you think is favorite player wise?
Josh has more experience in this format.
Okay.
Alex barely even wants to like touch standard cards. I'm actually surprised that he's not on fire right now.
And before Alex wins this mock tournament, though, he's just like, or the finals just gonna be Alex and Sebastian. The two people are just gonna be like,
don't play
what does
Standard.
this do?
They like opt to play like Legacy or something instead.
Can we play?
No, Sebastian would rather like. Sebastian just hates Legacy though right now, because he just really doesn't like playing Death and Taxes in Legacy.
Yeah. He finds that could be a little bit too taxing. Not really. He finds the format to be too taxing. Honestly, I'm not that big a fan of Legacy either right now. Like, I like the deck I play on Legacy, but the format itself is kind of not the thing I'm
telling you, Nathaniel, impromptu Baltimore. I'll just sleep in my car.
Impromptu Baltimore?
It's next weekend.
I mean, I've done it before. Wasn't great.
Our team is just you, Sebastian, and I. You play Legacy, Sevy plays Modern, I play Standard.
Does Sebastian even have a modern deck?
Yeah, he's been grinding assorted blue-white X decks for the entire format. The issue that Sebastian's been having in Modern, in my opinion, is that every time he's about to go to an event, it's like, this blue-white deck I've had all this practice with, let's play Taxes.
Honestly, I also just don't like going into events right now with blue-white.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna play a blue-white deck, play Jeskai.
That's the deck that he has put together for Modern right now. I've been calling it blue-white X decks, though. It's Jeskai Temple right now is what he just put together.
He just put together? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he put it together today.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking to me about that.
So Alex on the draw here, but looks like he at least has a decent start.
Yeah.
And like I said, Josh's hands aren't going to really be able to interact much with what Alex is doing until about turn 3 or 4. Like, just here's Chart the Course, and unless he finds like the early God's Pharaoh's Gift with things to do with it, he's not going to actually have a lot to do. Being able to actually loot away the God's Pharaoh's Gift, very important for him here.
It also looks like he has the Refurbish.
Okay. So attack for 4.
Attack for 4, play a tap land, and putting Josh in, he doesn't have the most pressure on board, but it's enough to make things awkward.
It's enough to start forcing an answer or something similar from Josh's side.
And it doesn't look like Josh has a way to put any more cards in the graveyard that I see right now.
He doesn't have a champion or anything similar. Is he on a bunch of lands refurbish?
It sure does look like that.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it was very much hinging on that Chart the Course. He's just going to be cycling that, but unless this finds the mill guy, it just finds a cast out.
So he's gonna have the Godfarer's Gift, but
nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it. Does Ulyss play a Braids main board?
No.
Okay.
The Braids are in sideboard.
That's relevant.
Cards do not go face game 1.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but I want to check.
So here's just another Creme for 4.
Yep. Yeah, and I think that right now with how Josh's hand is lining up,
Alex seems favored.
Alex does seem favored. Boy.
Scrappy Scoundrel Toolcraft.
3, 6, 9. Josh facing on 10 damage next turn.
Yes.
And that means that if Alex has any way of dealing direct damage, it will kill him. So I don't think Josh wins this game.
Well, Josh has the cast out, so Josh can he's gonna cycle it. But like, what's it do?
It doesn't.
I guess Champion of Wits blocks and lets him start to work towards.
Like, him cast outing something is not a winning line.
So he has Mill Guy and Champion of Wits, it looks like. He picked them up with his last 2 draw steps.
Okay, so he actually has that is the type of draws. Those are the type of draws. And he put the Angel.
There's the Angel. That's what he needed.
So I actually think that Josh now has the possibility of pulling back in it.
But just an Angel isn't good enough.
Just an Angel isn't necessarily good enough, but the thing is, he's not going to be dead the turn after he plays the Angel.
Well, if Alex has an Elysis Disintegration, he can hold the Elysis Disintegration up here. He enters combat, triggers both of his guys, crams for 9. Dapala. Dapala's pretty good because it makes the Toolcrafts better. I don't like attacking with the Beaumont. There's not really a reason to. This is now forcing a block all by... No, it's not, because it's only 11 damage.
Yeah, it's only 11 damage. Yeah.
So yeah, attack was 2 4/3s, and then a Scrap Heap Scrounger.
I think that you block the Scrap Heap Scrounger with your Sneck. And
I don't like the attack because Josh almost is forced to kind of keep his mill guy, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So Alex just kind of debating over whether or not he wants to attack. and he decides not to, which I feel is correct.
Absolutely. So yeah, I think Josh is going to 4 here. He will get to gain 6 back up to 10 with a refurbish.
Or he can just gain 4 and make two more blockers.
Okay.
Which I think is the safer
Is
line
Josh
here.
double blocking?
That's something. I don't like it.
It's he has an extra life through a double block. Yeah, that kills both. Even if it was a 1-3, it would kill both of them.
I don't like that.
I understand why he's doing it, but I don't think it's great.
Yeah, like, it also just kind of puts him in a position where the Angel's not nearly as impactful now.
But I also think that the way that Alex played indicates that he doesn't have the spot removal. Because if he had the Unless Disintegration, I like actually not casting the Nepal and just attacking.
Yeah, for sure. But, that being said, Josh is now... He has to cast a Refurbish here. He has to get back to Angel.
And yeah, he can only do 4 for it because I think he just needs the ground blockers.
He needs the ground blockers. And he now just kind of in a position where he needs to hope.
And there's a lot of draws from Alex's side that's just going to beat this.
Yeah, there
So
are.
if it's 6, is it lethal through a removal spell? So he'd go up to 11 and then take 3. Yeah, it's definitely lethal through a removal spell.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just 4 here.
Yep. 4, gaining 4, putting Josh up to 9. Removal spell does not kill him, but
It makes it real hard.
it makes it real hard.
Because Josh, again, right now just doesn't have any other ways to put creatures in graveyard once again. So, what is that? Scrap Heap Scrounger, Bomat Courier, I think.
So he has no way of removing the Angel.
Okay. But he does have the ability to... he has Haste off of a... Did we play the Scrounger for 1 mana there?
He played the Bomat
he
Courier
played it
for 2,
backwards.
and he played... Yeah.
Okay, so... Toolcraft Exemplar currently has First Strike in combat
Correct.
now. And it is a 4/3, which does matter. So we can attack with the Bomat that has 2 cards under it and just to cash it in. I definitely don't attack all because it gains Josh another 4 life.
Yeah. He most like he just attacks. I think he attacks with the Toolcraft and the Bomat. So he's just essentially turning the Bomat into an Ancestral Recall.
You definitely don't attack with that because it just gets blocked by
Like,
the
it's
Angel.
literally just free. Yeah.
Yeah, Alex is going through all the motions.
Yep.
So attack with those 2, get another card.
So Josh is, of course, just going to go for the block here. Alex is going to pop it.
Force the sack.
Like, it's all pretty straightforward here.
So this is kind of actually how Alex needs to win, though, is by going as wide as possible against what Josh is doing.
Yeah.
Because Josh having 1 tall creature isn't enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Yep. Alex just, like, pointing at making sure that Josh knows that if he sacrifices it, life won't be gained. But it's just, like, at this point...
Why are we gaining life?
Nope.
You go down 4.
Yep. There we go.
Alright, so he picked up... it's a little hard to see.
A little hard to see, but, alright. So, Josh needs to, at the very minimum, attempt to get another Angel in play.
Of some sort, so that... And he wants this other one to be a 6, because that'll be a total attack for 12 in the air with lifelink.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he really just needs to find it. He needs to find a Chart the Course or some other form of mill effect.
Yeah.
Well, he can... Well, okay, he doesn't have double Godpharaoh's gift, so he can't just do the, like, get the mill guy.
Okay. So, he does have the draw 2. And...
Did he pick it up? He did. That's lethal. It's good enough.
Yeah.
It's going to put Josh just way too far ahead.
I think he can even make the servos and be fine.
Yeah, attack for 10 is good enough.
Attack for 10, gain 10, and now... Okay.
I like the attack for 12. Yeah, and that's good enough.
Alex just swooping up because, like, he doesn't have an out at that point.
Yeah, it's putting him too low. Okay, the reason you do that is because then you guarantee kill him if he has removal.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking about that after I said it, but he was already skipping up that point. So, Josh taking game 1, and I feel like we keep saying this a lot, but I feel like taking game 1 is very important here. Because that means that Josh is going to have one more game where he's on the play at minimum.
Yes. And that's really one of the most important things of the matchup. I think actually if Alex doesn't play that game, he just wins.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does because that hand was pretty explosive. Like
Yeah,
it wasn't
because he
explosive.
goes, before Josh puts land into play and then takes 4, and then Josh charts the course, takes another 4.
Yeah, like I think that being on the play for Alex would have won the game, but that does feel like a lot of the matchups we've shown tonight. That just feels like the case.
For this matchup, double Abrade 3 Rampaging Ferocodon is what I've been citing, bringing in. I like taking out, well, I guess against Godford Esper, I've been taking out the Bowmats, but I don't think you can take the Bowmats out in this version.
Nah. Yes, 4 of us are going to Atlanta. Only 3 of us are playing main event, though.
Yeah, Corey, Sebastian, you, and myself are going to Atlanta.
Sebastian is not main eventing.
Yeah, Sebastian is going to be playing modern side events.
Yeah. That being said, one of the reasons I did want Sebastian to play Blue Light Control tonight is I think that what he's been trying to play in... I feel like what he's been trying to accomplish in Modern is actually possible in Standard, which is to play a functioning blue control deck.
Just to try to show him that you can do this, and why aren't you doing this?
Yeah, like, because I don't think that right now Modern is the place to be playing a deck that you're trying to answer what your opponent's doing, and going for a long game.
I think it is... the Blue-White X decks are so much better when you know what your opponent's going to be playing, more than likely.
Yeah, I think the biggest reason Jeskai is the best right now, in my opinion, is because it can pawn a fast clock. I think
it can actually kill your opponent.
Putting on a fast clock is so important in Modern right now.
Nathaniel will be playing Blue-Black Control, Corey will be playing Teamer Energy, and I will be playing the exact 75 Alex currently has in his hands.
Anyone who might know me, it's no surprise I'm playing Blue-Black Control in this format.
Anyone that might know me, it's no surprise that I'm playing the White-Red X aggro deck in this format.
And anyone that might know Corey, it's no surprise he's playing one of the de facto best decks in the format.
All of us a little indicative of what we're generally playing in events.
It is, but like Corey's decision is definitely a decision of like it's the best deck in one of the best decks in the format that has a lot of decision trees. I'm playing arguably the second best control deck in the format. I still like it more than Approach, but Approach puts up more numbers.
And I'm usually playing the deck that has the ability to punish the 1 and 2 decks.
Yeah. So
hopefully in the most aggressive manner.
The most aggressive of manners. Also, I'm actually really curious to see Blue-Black Control versus Blue-White God-Pharaoh's Gift. I'm actually planning on tuning my list more to plan on that, because right now, when I last played the deck, Fluorescent Scatters, a lot of ways to answer creatures were a big thing, and no negates main board. Right now, I feel like this is becoming negate format.
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely.
I'm probably going to go up to 2 negates main board, cut down on higher elimination, go down 3 Essence Scatters. Or possible, I would say 3 Sensors, but I think that 4 Sensors is still just correct. So
I think if the Blue-White Godpharaoh's Gift deck is going to be a deck that a lot of people are going to be playing, 4 Sensors is definitely correct, because their deck is a lot worse if it's not operating on curve.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think I'm definitely going to add at least 1, probably 2 negates main board. It just feels like we are coming to a point that that's necessary.
And in response to what you're saying there, the Grixis Amulet deck is an interesting deck and format. I still don't really know where it fits in.
I don't know. I just know I don't like it as a deck. That being said, Negate is a huge card against the token decks, as well as the deck we're seeing on the left here, God-Pharaoh's Gift.
Absolutely.
And some versions of Energy that are running more Planeswalkers, Negate can be strong against as well.
And also just being good in the Approach and the Mirror match, along with, I actually think there's 1 or 2 other decks that it's not terrible. It's not terrible against vehicles.
There's also a lot of merit to being able to slam your Scarab God with Negate backup.
On 7 instead of 8.
Yep.
There's the Courier.
Yep. Alex putting in play, tap, and attacking before he even puts his land down.
That's how you play that card.
That is how fast it goes.
It has haste. There's a Sacred Kitty Cat.
As Super Ultra Turbo Haste. I believe that is the keyword.
Correct. Kitty Cat blocks the Bowmat Courier real well.
Yep, so he's just blanking Alex's attack for the turn. And
them actually playing Sacred Cat definitely matters in this matchup.
Oh yeah, for sure. So Josh is going to get in there because it's free 1 point of life. Alex isn't blocking that.
Yes.
And Alex still can't attack because Minister of Inquiries. Unless he wants to waste a removal spell on Minister of Inquiries.
That's not how you can put. That's not
not
legal way to cast that card.
Oh boy. Boy, can we just...
Can I sit down for an entire match?
Can we just, like, know how to cast spells, know how to resolve abilities?
We have someone watching, or is everyone playing?
1 second.
Oh man, I gotta sit down for a match. How nice.
Hey,
How kind.
yell at him to tap a white
I
mana.
don't think I can.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to pitch these.
Yell at him to tap a white mana.
Tap the white mana.
Type your what mana? Oh.
Oh boy.
How does card work?
It doesn't. That's how it
It
works.
just doesn't work. Yep, cram 5.
I'm not even gonna care about the mana at this point because I'm generating.
So, leftovers for Alex looks like there's a Pia Noir. I can't get a great look at the other cards for right now. Potentially something black. But, I mean, the only real black card is a Mysis Disintegration.
Mm-hmm.
Kitty Cat.
Mana is not.
Cram.
Alright,
I found enough spells.
Another one.
another kitty cat. Whoa, no third land. Oh, no.
Here's a Rampaging Ferocidon. That beats Kitty Cat.
Okay, this game's over. Calling it now. Just calling it.
But he had the Kitty Cat. So good.
Boy, let me tell you what's not good. That cat right now.
He found a third land.
Is it? It's too late.
His deck doesn't really have ways to answer Rampaging Ferocidon. Well, you better take that damage.
Yeah. Alex
Bang.
pointing.
Draw 2, discard 2.
So Josh both not only needs to get rid of the Ferocidon, he also needs to get his Godfarer's Gift active. He also needs to get things in his graveyard for his Godfarer's Gift.
He also needs to refurbish for the God's Pharaoh's Gift.
He needs a lot of things.
He is hurting.
He's also at 10.
Yes.
I'm not sure if
He's
being
going
at
to
10 is
5.
relevant. Correct.
He has 2 refurbishes. Did he just discard 2 refurbishes?
Oh my god, he discarded 2.
Would that indicate that he has 3?
Probably.
I think he has a 3rd.
That's... Oh my god, that's adorable. So, like...
I don't like discarding all... He doesn't have a refurbish, actually. That's an angel. Because I just overheard him saying, I guess was the Minister of Inquiries, I should have kept a refurbish.
Yeah. Yeah. You should probably keep your way to win the game in your hand.
Crew Heart, cram all. Why are we? Okay, so we're attacking with the Bulmat Couriers and the Heart. Okay, I understand the reasoning.
Doesn't the dinosaur have first strike?
Menace.
Menace, okay. I thought it had first strike.
Yeah, you don't want the Dino to die here. I think that card would be way too good if it had first strike instead of Menace.
I'm not arguing with you.
That card would definitely be in the main deck of all the red decks.
Yeah. With how Beaumont Courier works, he can technically discard his hand, then discard his hand.
I'm curious if he's going to make that play, but it looks like he just wants to have the. Well, yeah. Okay. I don't. Yeah, I actually think he doesn't know how that interaction works.
Nope.
It is kind of a weird interaction, and it makes sense. As, he might not know it if he hasn't really played with the card that much.
Yeah. Alright.
Josh is at 5. He has to have a cast out, which he doesn't have, for the Heart of Quran.
Yep.
2 mana. So, cast this card that does things. I have 2 mana left. I don't know what Josh interacts with. Okay, we're dead.
Okay, so we're going to game 3. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to game 3.
Don't forget that face down card, Alex.
I bet he's going to forget.
I guarantee you that white sleeve, which stands out incredibly on that playmat, is going to stay right there on the playmat, and he's going to draw 7. Oh, oh!
Oh man,
He found it. He found the line.
This stream and the people within it are all a mess.
It's because neither of us are in the like in the fray down there.
You have like a couple competent people playing.
Do we?
Corey. Wait, no, Corey lost.
Yeah.
Well, no, I guess it does.
Smash? No.
No, he's in the finals.
No, I was gonna say Sebastian's competent, but not in standard currently.
He also cycled a center off of a swamp twice.
Yeah, you are. Wait, did it happen a second time?
You know, he did it in game 1 in a situation where it didn't matter, so we didn't call him on it.
Oh yeah. Jeez. I think Justin was probably competent.
Yeah, but he just lost.
His deck wasn't, but he was.
What the hell is he playing? Oh, he's on tokens.
No, all joking aside, his deck is fine.
Deck is fine. It's just like, boy, there are some turns where like, look at all my bad cards.
Yeah.
You like all my 1 mana 1/1s and 2 mana 1/3s that come back for 4 mana.
No, I do think that there's a lot of merit to playing it.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's one of the stronger decks to play, but it's just that when it falls flat, it falls flat. I personally cannot play decks like that. I don't like decks where like you can just have games where what you do doesn't matter.
Alex looked like he was looking back through and thinking about maybe taking something like Pia Nalar out. Pia is actually really relevant in this matchup because it lets you hit through the
Angels. Okay. So they're trying to talk out some details. So.
Because there was a game that I had against the Esper Godsrose Gift where I was actually just 1 creature short in the graveyard of being able to go sack Scrappy Scoundrel, that guy can't block, put it back into place, sack it again, that guy can't block, put it back into place, sack it again.
Yeah, look at my cute plays.
Yeah, I was 1 creature short of being able to do that.
I can think of some cute plays I did with Blue Black Control. Let's see, I one time I put my Scarab God in play.
And you won.
And the game ended.
Okay.
It was neat.
Yeah. Look at all your intricate lines. There's such cute, intricate lines your deck does.
It's all the build up into like being how patient, but the winning is just like, so like, I put it in play. I activated it.
I won. I did me a victory.
My opponent also played a Scarab God. I was like, oh no, it's another Scarab God, and then Vraska's contented it. Or, okay, cute line. So
Cute line.
your opponent plays a Scarab God. And you have Scarab God. No, let's just say you have a mana, right? Essence Scatter it. And you get to your turn. And you play your Scarab God. And you bring back their Scarab God.
Okay.
And then you put your Scarab God in the graveyard. And then you pick up your Scarab God.
Yeah.
And now you're 4/4 Scarab God. That's also a zombie.
So it checks itself, right?
Yeah, before it wrecks itself.
Right. So that's going to be on the play here. That matters.
Yep.
As we've said many a time tonight.
Alright, so he's hoping not to face down a Frastodon again.
Also, I'm pretty good. There's a reason I'm playing 3 of it on my board.
Yeah.
Is he keeping a 1-lander on the draw?
He said, I'm keeping it. Should I keep a 1-lander with a bunch of 2-drops? I think I do. I don't think I play a lot of lands.
24.
That's a medium amount of lands.
It's actually pretty much every standard deck that isn't your deck.
Yeah, man. My deck basically plays like 30 because of Search for
Search for
Escanta.
Escanta. I like going to 6 here. The deck does need its lands to operate. Heart, Dapala, Veteran. I think there was a Pia Kirin Nalar, or Pia Nalar. I keep thinking Kirin is also on that card for some reason.
His
But
memory
Kirin-
is.
Yeah, his memory is in a different card. It's not Lost Legacy because you can't name Heart of Quran. That is a flavor fail. Like Lost Legacy literally has Kirin on it, and you can't name the remembrance of Kirin.
Well, no, his like the Heart of Kirin is still around though. Like that part of his legacy is not lost.
Okay.
So you can't lose that part of him. It's there. It's there. They're like
No, but that's his legacy.
no, that's
You're
his
supposed
ship.
to lose the legacy. But the Heart of Kirin wasn't made by Kirin. It was made by Pia to remember him with.
Yeah, it's after his legacy was lost. She made it.
Yes, but if his legacy is lost, then there shouldn't be anything in his legacy.
There wasn't, but then there is.
Foolish.
I don't know. The Kaladesh storyline was kind of medium.
I didn't really pay a ton of attention to it.
Like,
Because it was like, oh, look, it's Tezzeret.
It was
Tezzeret's
super-
pulling all the strings.
it was super neat, and then it wasn't. Like, Shadows was a knockout as far as
That was
storyline
just
goes.
fantastic.
And I actually kind of liked how I enjoyed Hours so much, just solely because of Nicol Bolas and Liliana's aspects in it. Liliana, when they're just like, Liliana, stop, and she's like, nah, I want to eat them.
Eat him?
Yeah, so she took over 24 crocodiles and ate a demon, and like they were like, Liliana, he's dead, and she's like, nah. And then Nicol Bolas was just basically like sassing the entire, like, he was literally flying towards Gatewatch, and he was like, boy, I hope they're not all dumb enough to just attack me head on. And then he lands, and they all attack him head on, and he's like, ah, boy,
Oh, why are they stupid?
they're so stupid.
Is Alex going to a 5?
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to win on another 5?
Yep. Calling it now.
Game's easy. Deck's great. I'm great.
The old Alex Moore special.
All right. Toolcraft, land,
Okay.
Heart of Quran, not a land. Okay, so you have white. Oh, he's gonna keep the whatever he drew there. I like playing the Toolcraft first, I think, because you have the. It's weird. His hand's weird the way it lines up.
Yeah. He has to sacrifice. He's kind of put in a position of sacrificing one part of his curve, and he chooses to sacrifice the one drop.
That seems fine to me.
I think if he has no way to for sure cast the heart, then that's correct.
Mm-hmm. There's heart.
And now he can for sure cast the.
The one drop to crew the heart.
Well, he can also cast Pia next turn,
Yes, both work.
and I like casting Pia a little bit more,
Yeah.
just for the sake of curve.
Josh not doing anything on turn 2 actually mattering a lot. A lot of his cards to set up what he's doing a turn 2 play.
Yeah. If Josh stumbles here, I think that Alex's hand can punish it.
So he has Ramming Up Ruin, Pia Nalar,
It looks like,
Toolcraft Exemplar.
and it looks like Josh's plan right now is to just hard cast Angels.
Mm-hmm.
And
Pia.
even with Alex's slow hand, I don't think that the Angel's fast enough. No, the Angel might be fast enough. I'm not for sure. Because it becomes awkward. Because if he doesn't make the Angel if he doesn't buff the Angel, then the Angel cannot block the Heart of Kieran.
Yeah, it can't block anything.
But if he makes it a big Angel, then it can get okay, it cannot get PF.
Fiend Hunter. They're just yelling stupid stuff.
Yeah, I couldn't.
What they're real good at.
I wasn't prepared.
3 mana. What's he got here?
Is there? Okay.
Unless it's Disintegration, put Josh to get another Thopter, crew, and attack for 5 this turn. Assuming Alex remembers his trigger, which
He
it
does
doesn't
not.
look like he did.
A master.
Oh, looks like he's being reminded it by somebody outside of the group. Yeah, so he should be attacking for an extra 1. Yeah. And because we're in these playtesting, we're going to try to play as optimally as possible. Well, boy, we haven't been playing super optimally.
All right. So like,
And also, did he just tap his lands wrong so he couldn't play the Toolcraft, or did he just not have a Toolcraft?
I guess he didn't have a Toolcraft.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like he didn't. And now, Alex's whole situation being in the air, he can actually just use Chandra, or Pia rather, to sack Thopters to make it to where the stupid Angel can't land 5 comes in tapped. And now Alex just has potential for lethal with Pia's activated ability.
I mean,
He doesn't even need the activated ability because he's ramming up runes.
that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has lethal.
Yeah, he has access to lethal this turn. So crew. Yeah, crew. I guess it does. Godstrose gets play. So he just 1 on 2 5s back to back.
Mardu Vehicle's too good. All right. So
Sebby, get in there.
For a 5, it was actually really strong. It was like that.
Yeah, that's great. Like they're talking about that 5, and that's a really good 5
Yeah.
actually.
Alex just like, what's losing on a Mulder 5? New tech. He's just gonna mulligan 5 every game.
Look at my opponent. Draw 5 cards. Scry 1.
The opponent just goes judge, and he just looks up and goes, "Sir, why did you not draw 7 cards? I mulligan twice. Did you ever draw your hand?"
No. Not interested in 7 cards.
The judge just looks at you confused.
Alright, so we'll see you and I in the finals with other people playing your decks.
Yeah. Hey, that bodes well for our decks, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I definitely think that the, whatever it is, the Blue-White Godthrows gives you the much better matchup for my deck.
yeah. I also think that I do feel that blue-black control is slightly favored here.
In this matchup?
Yeah.
Inner game 1 testings, it was kind of weird. It seemed pretty 50-50.
It seemed slightly in my favor. Like, in my opinion, it felt slightly favored.
I was also playing Nerd Apes over to Paul.
That is fair, but I actually think that Nerd Apes is better against me.
Okay.
Because you're playing 3 drops are worse than 1 drops against me.
Okay.
But like I don't want my statement to be construed as I sit down across Mario vehicles and just pump my fist in the air.
Yes, of course. We also only played game 1s.
Yeah, no, like once again,
we haven't seen any of the games with my 4 duresses.
once again, I'm saying I feel slightly favored from not only play testing but looking at numbers. But it's not the favored in the way that I'm playing against. I don't know, like
Teamer Energy.
like Teamer Energy. It's not like I sit down across from Teamer Energy and I go, look at this idiot. He's
Look at
playing
his stupid Bristling Hydras.
Look at my stupid essence scatters. But
So
yeah,
the 2 people that don't play Standard.
I mean, yeah, I do legitimately feel like if you put a good control deck in Sebastian's hand, he can do well.
Yeah.
And I feel like Alex can just do well.
Yeah, I can play most decks. Are they talking about like the Fatal Push versus Heart of Charon situation?
Yes. So he was like, "Oh man, yeah, it'd be hard of Charon if I didn't just push off a cliff."
How do you push a flying ship to death? How does a flying ship fall to its death?
Well, it's kind of like the old thing of the one stupid 1-drop from
Tragic Slip?
Tragic Slip
My Ulamog, it fall in the hole.
or Avacyn or.
Yeah.
I like the old classic. Like there was a comic that someone drew where it's like Avacyn coming out and looking all like majestic.
And
and
she
stuff.
like slips on a banana.
No, one of her wings falls down in her eye, and she's like, "Oh no, my eye!" And then she falls.
Oh, you're not sure what matchup. I don't know.
My tap for that.
Oh, asking about how the sideboarding goes. Sebastian, not 100% sure on how to sideboard in this matchup.
Oh,
Are we both going in?
later talk while we're. I'll be back in a second, Josh. You're talking. Don't touch the mic directly.
Why'd you leave it to me?
On the 8 or harvest, you want all my disintegration is. Wait, there's 2 harvesters? Yeah, that's what I was. Holy shit. Also, why am I playing fucking college ball and retarded land? Like, it's better than Aether Hub because it casts all your dwarves anyways. Alright, Magic is 8, so we're gonna play Reflecting Pool. Wait, so you pushed it US, right? I colored Wild Spirit, so fucking Colin Mullins is just gonna jack this shit. We're gonna see Colin Mullins in Aether Vials, Strangleroot Space, and Eidolon to the next fucking open. He's just gonna win the open. Calling it now. Blood gas. It also splashes for blood gas.
Wait, is it all 2 mana double color spells? Is it all just 2 mana double color spells?
No, it's like the Band Spirit stuff, or the Blue White Spirit stuff. 4 Eidolons.
So apparently I have now been added to the commentators list, so I am allowed to talk.
Josh, have you just been sitting there in silence?
No, I just got added to the commentators list, so now I'm allowed to talk.
Yeah, we're all up on the commentators list. Alright, so now that they both understand how to sideboard with the decks that they don't play at all.
I wish I would have had this sideboard help for my game, because I had been
You're the one playing your deck.
You are literally the only Godbearer's Gift player here.
This is the first time I played it. Well, that one.
Alright, I'm gonna go and put this back on mine because it's a little. This doesn't. Well, no, it doesn't pick up very well
And
if you're
it
over there.
definitely muffles a little bit if it moves around.
Yeah, so it's just gonna be me again, but like that's fine. You get to sit here, you get to watch, you get to hear my beautiful jokes, and Boy, oh boy.
This is key to leave.
I mean, like, we swapped over you and lost 3 viewers, Josh.
No, you did not.
We actually did, though.
Well, it's because
You lost 3 viewers. It's
I-
not, it's
It was
not
on
because
you.
All the commentators left the room.
It was we put our hope in you, and you threw it away.
I tried.
If Gear Per cared for you, it'd be sacrificed.
All right, so who's on the play? Who's on the draw? What's
I
going
have
on?
no clue.
Boy, we are great at our jobs.
Way to go, Josh.
What?
Taboo Tiger in chat says.
Yeah, Josh, gosh.
Thank you, Josh.
It's bad enough I got eliminated. Now you have to criticize me too.
Well, yeah.
So Alex has been in the finals of both of the elimination events we've done now?
Yep.
Because he was in finals with you.
He's basically in paddles with me right now.
Yeah.
Who brought
In
Marty
spirit.
anyways? Andrew, this is
Yeah.
your fault.
Yeah, the deck's great right now.
I find out how to get matchup. I thought I had a good matchup against them.
No, it'd be a good matchup with your Esper. You just don't do anything
Pushes,
for the
yeah.
first 3 turns.
Yeah.
So I get to pressure you and you don't really have any interaction.
Ferocidon blew me out big
Yeah.
time in game 2.
All right, so Sebastian's on a mold of 6. Now. What's your mic off? Oh my god. Andrew, you're killing me. They can probably hear you in my mic though. You're loud.
Oh yeah, but we had to have at least we had to have at least one mess up in here to match the 30 mess ups down there.
Yeah. Not been great. Having us in there would have. I don't know. I feel like if I was playing Blue Black Control, I might have just maybe known how to cycle my.
How do you cycle
sensor.
Censor? Is it with any mana? How do you cast a white-red spell? Is it with double red mana?
Yeah, that's how you do it. You look at your red and white mana symbols and you just go double red.
What happens when your exiled creature with an enter the battlefield trigger returns to play?
Wait, repeat that.
What happens when your exiled creature with a enter the battlefield ability returns to play? Do you not get the trigger? Because that's what Alex thought.
Yeah. Okay.
I was okay with that, in all fairness. Like,
Yeah, but this is a testing such
I know,
situation
I know.
still. Do you play Settle the Wreckage in your
I
sideboard?
don't, and I feel like maybe I should.
I feel like it's like a cool one of because you play a 4-mana draw 3 discard 2 at instant speed, right?
Draw 3, discard 1.
Is it 1?
Charter Course? No, Charter Course is less. What's your speed?
No, you play that. I know that one of the lists that were on camera was playing with that card. I don't know if you are.
He's not playing it. He would know it if he was. All right. So they're both on Mulligan 6. I feel like that's slightly worse for Sebastian, but
Mm-hmm. It looks like he has Bomat Courier. Potentially, he has the Toolcraft into the Courier.
so it also looks like, from what I can see of Sebastian's hand, I would call it acceptable.
Scry. So he gets to know what's under that one.
Yep.
Cram. I wonder what he's thinking about here.
Okay.
He has Ramming Up Ruins as a second land. Going to take 1, cast a Veteran Motorist or a Heartacher. Why is he
Heartacher.
taking 1?
I don't know. He just did it.
He wanted to cast Heartacher with red mana.
It's legal to do.
Correct. Not going to fix that one.
Nope, that's his mistake.
Just for the sake of testing, guys.
No,
that one's legal.
Literal triggers being missed.
Is he not paying the life this time?
No, he did.
Okay.
He did pay the life this time.
Oh boy. I'm glad that we don't have that many viewers this time around.
This is none of us having any
Everybody
clue how
just
to.
accepts that we're all bad players. We're okay with this.
We're all very medium.
Hey man,
Crab.
at least one of the people commenting is close to decent.
That's me.
Possibly both.
See, the name's on the commentating list. That's me.
That's because you lost.
Fair.
This has the attack. If Sebastian has removal, he definitely wants to do in response to the attack.
Yep. Instead of just letting him get to, 4
Says the
remove cards.
pass. Alex does have a Hazoret in his leftovers, though.
The way that his creature is confusing me because it looks like it's in play.
What? Oh, the veteran motor stuff
Yes.
No, I can kind of tell, but
It's not even close.
there's a Hazoret.
Chris.
Is it resolving?
Sure does look like it. Nope.
Okay, no. Good.
Okay. So this also puts Alex in a position where the one card that's kind of holding him in this, that might be his main hope in this game, can get killed.
Yeah, and Sebastian does have an essence extraction for it.
So that's good.
And I think Sebastian just needs to pop that off right now.
Oh, absolutely.
If he,
He might not, though. He's been playing very... He has a disallow. I think he wants to disallow the activation.
that's way too cute.
I feel like you just want to gain a life here.
I think discarding Alex's whole hand is actually really good.
I think it's just too cute. Because there are plays that Alex can make that just make that line so awkward.
Okay. No, I definitely understand it, but... Boy, I'm a greedy person.
Alright, yeah, he's passing. Sebastian's playing lands. He has a disallow, and Alex has nothing really going on.
Yeah.
He's now drawing some cards. Yep, alright. So Sebastian's now in the driver's seat.
Well, the heart's on Alex's side.
Like, I had to cast my hand.
Did you just get punned?
Alright, so
This is the best day of my life.
Sebastian has the card advantage powerhouse known as Search for His Content in play.
Yeah, but Alex has the card advantage powerhouse known as Bomat Courier in play.
I don't think that those two are.
Both of them are modern playable.
Oh, no,
Oh,
he is not.
Fatal Push. He didn't get the free mill, though.
No free mill. Bad magic.
Yeah.
That might just not. That might also just be knowledge of how that weird little interaction works. But here's a flip Disconta. Sebastian has guaranteed the winning of this game now.
Yeah, like, all jokes aside, I don't think that there's a lot of ways that Alex can get it from here. Like, Sebastian's going to be...
What are we naming? Dwarf, as it should be.
Because now Sebastian just gets to start getting all this free value. He's digging through his deck. He can't find his win conditions with Search for Escanta, or with the backside of Escanta.
But Search for Escanta is the win condition in a lot of games.
Yeah, like it's a lot like the old Jason the Mind Sculptor control decks.
Mm-hmm.
When Jason the Mind Sculptor would be in play and nothing else was in play, the game was over.
Yeah,
But the game lasted for 10 more turns.
because the other person was like, I can beat this.
And they didn't realize that they had already lost.
Scrap heap scrounger.
Like this, it's probably going to get Vraska's... How do you not know what this does?
Crew it.
In the room.
Slam.
Alright, Fatal Push.
Throw your car off a cliff.
Is that okay with you?
Put
Oh,
another
look,
one. in
another
play.
one. I hope that one doesn't get pushed.
Dissolve.
Okay.
Didn't have to.
And he still has them on to activate as Kanto.
Easy game.
This is disgusting.
There's a Vraska's Contempt.
Oh boy.
I think you should take that one.
He might have... Yep, okay. Yep, there it is.
I want to test this matchup. Because it feels bad for me.
If it's not bad, game one for
I
you.
don't have 4 lives game 1, do you?
He doesn't have board wipes in his deck.
Cool. So that feels a little bit better.
Does it?
It does, because a lot of my creatures that you went for one, they can just come back. You
Okay.
can't do anything about it. 'Cause I can
You have to
bring
like
them from
have the
graveyard.
God's Pharaoh's Gift in play to do that.
Counterpoint.
No. I mean, I can embalm. I can.
Counterpoint.
paralyze.
I can bring them back.
Oh, you weren't scared. That feels bad.
Josh is coming to the revelation that I run Scarab God in my blue-black control deck.
That Scarab God is very powerful in this metagame in just general. Essence Extraction, land. No, I guess here, pick this card up, I guess. Who cares?
Great job with you guys.
I don't know, like, Vraska's Contempt, this idiot. I'll disintegrate my own guy. I take 3.
Wait, no.
Oh, no, it doesn't, because it's period then.
Yeah. Sebastian
Read.
just reading everything.
I want this. Well, I don't believe it 3s itself.
It does not 3 yourself. Sure, man, it 3 yourself.
Sure, man.
Feels good.
Yeah, so the result, it says destroy that. If you control Dark, destroy 1 lose 3.
He does
You
not
do
lose
not
3.
lose
Correct.
3.
Correct.
Just tell that idiot he doesn't lose 3.
Then it checks. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It destroys it, then check.
Yeah.
got there.
Yeah, because the card is no longer in play by the point in the sentence where it says the other thing.
Yes.
Go ahead.
That
Right.
value.
Untap all my lands. I don't know, what do I want this piece of garbage? I guess I'll draw it.
Does anything matter at this
You
point?
go ahead. Here's a scrounger again.
What?
Can we just see a Torrential Gearhulk?
Get rid of that thing. No, he's never going to play the Gearhulk. Sebastian just refuses to cast that card.
He's just like, yeah, man. Like I could cast the Torrential Gearhulk, or I could activate my Ascanta.
Here's another land. Slam Jam with my Gam. What you got? I don't know. Fuck, nothing that matters.
Sebastian just looking at Hieroglyphic Illumination, some other cards.
I guess I'll draw more cards.
I lost 2 viewers. How many this game was?
I forgot that this is still game 1.
Yeah, man.
Oh, geez. I'm gonna go get some practice with somebody.
Okay.
I don't know. Draw some more cards. I guess I'll take 3.
One commentator down. I'll give you guys like 10 minutes and then you'll be in here with me.
Down.
All right.
Oh, Josh is still here. I can't do that.
I don't know. Put my card in my graveyard.
All right. So at this point, Sebastian, if he just draws a win condition, the game is over.
Okay.
Just a win condition. Scarab God specifically. Does he have Scarab God? Is he casting it?
So my favorite thing about the Mardu side is if a Scarab Guard goes into play, it loses. It like can't beat the Scarab God. He can get a Bomat Courier.
He can get Bomat Courier, or counterpoint, he could get something better.
Put a 4/4 with haste.
That's good to leave.
What about a Hazaret?
Hazaret's not that great.
Not great right now with his like 100 card hand.
Yes.
Like, actually more worried about you have to so I did that correctly. Like, really bad warrior.
And Alex can only deal 4 damage with lands currently.
Yeah. And it does damage to him to do it.
Yep.
I like how he drew the 2 uncharted territories.
Yeah.
That deck's land bases.
Okay, so
You should be tapping those uncharted territories, my boy.
it probably doesn't matter.
Well, he can't throw Ramunap ruins at his opponent.
Boy, let me tell you what also doesn't matter.
I don't know. Here's a Hazaret.
That is the worst card to bring
That is
back.
the worst card in his opponent's
The
graveyard to play.
actual worst card. Thank you, Sebastian, for bringing back the worst card.
Maybe he thinks it's like Gaunty, and now we can just use any mana to throw cards. I guarantee you he doesn't even know the Oracle text of Gaunty off the top of his head.
Like Gaunty, what's that?
Maybe it's gone, like Alex's chance to win this game.
Alex's chance to win this game have been gone for a long time.
Yeah, man.
It's been gone so long that my will to live is about to be gone while watching this game.
Alright, so here's I don't know, 100 mana. What are we doing with it? Are we bringing these Bomat Couriers? Because he can't block. He's not, well, Hazaret can't attack.
Yeah, I'm just dead. Well, no, he can't block.
He wasn't actually dead, but he was.
He was actually dead, but they both thought he could attack with Hazaret.
Oh man, that's good magic. From Alex's side, he's taking out the 4 unlicensed Disintegration and the 2 copies of Aethersphere Harvester, and he's bringing in 4 Duress, 1 Chandra, and 1 Rampaging Ferocodon. At least that's what he should be doing.
That's
From your side,
so I think what me and Sebastian decided doing was bring out Search for Escanta and put Search for Escanta, then either 1 Disallow or 1 Hyro Elimination, and bringing in the same package you brought in against Burn, which is your Essence Extractions and your Gift of Aetherborns. There was an argument for bringing in some number of Duresses and or some number of Negates on the play, but I don't think it's necessary. He currently isn't running any Negates main board relevantly, but I don't think he needs it so much. That being said, I think that Sebastian feels good to take this match.
you don't want to forget those Bomat Courier cards.
This.
So they cracked that courier, it actually wouldn't have done that much. It was just a PNLR, 3 lands, and a Scrap Piece Grounder under it. He could have gone to like 15 lands instead of, only 14.
Alright. So,
if Alex is able to go ahead and get ahead early in this game, he should be able to pull out, bringing us into game 3, where he will mold a 5.
and win. If Alex molds the 5, I'll go ahead and leave, and I'll be like, alright, cool. Alex won.
Alex won.
Um,
Maybe Sebastian will mold a 5. Blind down to 5, both players, scry to the bottom regardless.
oh man, that's... I don't know who's favored at that point.
Who's favored?
Whoever's on the draw.
Sometimes.
Unless Alex just has, like, the natural curve like he does always.
Yeah. It's like, Nerd Cole into Heart of Quran into Way to Crew Heart of Quran in 3.
Yep. The Alex Moore special.
That's just the Mardu special.
But in Mold 5, it's the Alex special.
That's fair. Alright. So, hopefully Alex, I do hope that we get to see like a game that's a little bit better than the last game there. Just with,
So...
what are we doing? Oh, are they? Alex is opting to play music from his own phone instead of whatever the headphones usually have playing.
Oh my god, that was great. So apparently he didn't fully plug it in, and...
It doesn't fit, he's saying.
Amazing.
Great. Very technical.
That one.
Very logistic.
So...
Oh, Alex. You are a magical human being. Alright, lands, spells, looks good enough to me.
Yeah, looks fine.
What about from Sevi's side?
I cannot make out enough.
Okay.
Still can't make out enough. I think that there are magic cards in his hand, but I still can't confirm that.
Going to Mulligan.
Okay.
Magic cards in the deck now.
So, Mold 6, he still has game here. Alex hand doesn't look incredibly fat. Like, it looks like a very medium hand.
I think there was Courier.
Yeah, there's a courier, but I think that we're fine. I think that he's fine. Like, if he molds to 5, he's gonna, like... I would normally say that he's in a bad position if he molds 5, but if he molds 5, he's just guaranteed to win.
Okay. Those are the rules.
That's the rule currently up to
You can't keep a 6. 6 is not good enough.
Nope. It's 5.
6? Get it out of here. Don't even care.
That's a good hand, though.
It's a 6.
And by that, I mean that's an extraordinarily medium hand.
Moment Courier.
It's essentially like looking at a hand with multiple Street Wraith, Death Shadow, 3 lands.
And it'd be like, is this good enough?
But the 3 lands are Island, Swamp, Shock.
Oh. I just hate that deck. I'm gonna draw my lands. It's not good enough. I drew lands and spells, but they're not good. Because I didn't draw my fetches. Toolcraft Exemplar. Reading the Dwarf.
I could have sworn Sebastian at some point played Standard.
I don't think he has. Like, if it hasn't been a card that he has seen with playing with, like, the group in this room, then he has not played Standard.
Yeah. Alright. Playing
Depola. What's this one?
Oh, Sebastian.
What about that one? What are these?
You were so innocent of Standard.
You should probably Essence Scatter that. Depola's pretty good in this matchup. It's one of the reasons it's in the deck is because it's good against the mid-range and bigger decks. Is it Resolve? Alright. Attack for 5. Yep. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and push the Bomat Courier to bring the damage down to just 2.
Yep. In there for 2.
I think he might have something to cycle here at the end step, too.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he's not going to. He had another Illumination that he could have cycled.
But he chose not to, which I think is kind of greedy.
Yeah. It looks like he's probably going to go for a Essence Extraction on the Depala.
I don't think there's any need to right now.
Like, if Alex opts to attempt to draw cards as Depala here, I think you're in a good position.
I mean, like, there's no reason not to. Like, you can do it at the beginning of combat.
Mhm.
If Alex wants to kill it in response and prevent you gaining life, oh no.
Oh no. Alex's 4th land very relevantly coming into play tap, just means he can't play the Chandra that's in
Yep.
his hand.
And now if Sebastian's able to pick up a counterspell, which he
I
cannot.
don't think he has one.
Now, relevantly, does Alex have a removal spell in hand?
Alex cannot answer a Scarab God
Okay.
in his deck. That's how bad Scarab God matchups are.
Well, no,
You
like,
also take out the Unlicensed Integrations in this matchup.
if he can kill for one turn, it might gain him enough tempo. Because, like, he's in a position where he could certainly leverage tempo.
Mm-hmm. 2 Sebastian, attack for 1.
Okay. Is that Hazard in his hand?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, he can win through a Scarab God.
It's just really hard. I'm curious to see if Sebastian does just go for the tap out play Scarab God here. I think that the way he's been playing, he probably won't.
He has a gift to Aetherborn in hand. I think that he might have to,
Okay.
but I'm not for sure.
There he is. I was coming to the conclusion that do I just concede? Bang.
Wait, why not the Hazard though?
Alex coming to the conclusion that he should play that card.
Alright, so if Sebastian makes any blocks, then Chandra can kill his Scarab God.
And then Chandra doesn't die to the Scarab God on the way back. Oh no, it does, because it's Bomat Courier.
Well, so theoretically, you have to bring that Bomat Courier swing out at this, and that's just a free damage swing for me.
I do like the attack with both.
That taps you out for a turn too.
Yeah, and it's also like it's once again free damage because Sebastian can't block here.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to untap with the Scarab God.
He needs to be able to get this, to try to get ahead in some way. And if his next turn is just play Scarab God again, it's not going to be good enough.
No.
Yeah, takes 6, goes down to 9. Chandra here puts him to 7 more than likely. Yep, another Heart of Quran. And then yeah, either Bomat Courier comes back and is forced. Is Scarab God damage or lose life? It's black, so it's damage or lose life. Right?
Yeah. So apparently Sebastian has the gift to Aetherborn in hand. If he's able to draw a land and play gift to Aetherborn, I actually like his position a fair amount.
Okay, yeah.
So I think that he may be forced into upkeeping.
I don't. Well, if he had, did he not have the land at all? Because if he has the land, he's not forced into upkeeping. If he's
I didn't think he had a land, but it looks like he drew a land.
Because you have to take the Bomat Courier to do it. That taps you out for a turn. It's like if you go shield down to do that, I think you're dead. Like I'm no expert.
I just love overhearing how Alex thinks about lines.
I'm no expert in this, but I'm pretty sure you're dead. Yeah, so I think this all comes down to if Sebastian has another land.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that.
But sweet land base.
So he can guarantee the next turn having gift to Aetherborn plus activation, but I don't think it's enough.
So Chandra make mana.
I don't like that, but sure, man.
Not using. Okay, so we're just casting Bomat Courier off of it.
I'm gonna just put the one empty, I think. Actually, 1 second.
Checking his mana. Yep, that's the way you want to do that. So you can
That-
activate Ramming Up Ruins also.
This game's over. Also, worth noting.
Yeah. Well, so we can bring back Bomat Courier or one of the other creatures and block the Hazaret.
Okay.
Attempt that trigger and then swing the other one.
Oh, is he not attacking his Bomat Courier here?
It's pretty free.
So trigger on stack, we're going to Gear.
Okay. Gearhulk
Acid
might be good
stretch.
enough. That was bad.
Yeah, because now we just sacks it.
Okay.
Yep.
If he was gonna do that, he should have waited to declare attackers.
Mm-hmm.
So relevantly, he now needs to kill the Chandra.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, you don't want to do this because now your Chandra dies. Well, Chandra would just die to the Bomat Courier anyways.
There's no reason not to do that. Okay, now
Yeah.
So it's like there's no reason. It has haste.
Interesting plays from both players.
There's probably also no reason to play that, but actually, there's no reason to play that one either, though, because it would have been a Chandra damage trigger. But I'm just dumb.
So Sebastian does have a draw.
Well, so Sebastian, I'm just realizing, sorry. Sebastian can't really attack.
He can't not attack.
It's just a draw now.
But then Hazaret can attack.
Yeah.
What? No, if I held this, I could have thrown it at you with Hazaret. Or Chandra, that's a lot more relevant. Well, actually, I guess now we're forces you to
Coming to weird conclusions because now to deal damage to Chandra, he has to either make the Bomat Courier
Mhm.
or kill the Toolcraft Exemplar on his own main phase.
Now, relevantly, if Sebastian had had access to Evraska's Contempt,
Mhm.
I think that he just straight cannot lose the game.
Yes.
But since he does not have it, I think he can straight not win the game.
Yes, we're just in this situation where Alex's advantage right now is it's not gigantic, but it's enough to more than likely win this game. And here's a Gifted Aetherborn, and I mean you have to go for killing Chandra, right?
Yep.
There is an emblem over there for her.
The emblem actually is pretty simple for Sebastian's side.
Mhm.
Um,
Emblem goes into play. What happens?
as your opponent's reaching for the emblem,
Mhm.
you can see.
But what if their top
You
4
can
cards
see.
are land?
You can see.
Does Sebastian have a disallow hand? That's really nice.
You concede.
Yes. Sebastian has a disallow.
Concede.
So whenever I cast a spell, you take 5. So if I still have this in hand, I'd be full.
All
I'm
right. So
pretty sure he has this disallow.
if he has the disallow, that's a disallow.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you almost let it resolve?
That's the thing you can do.
Now he's just at a bad position instead of a terrible position. No, because now he has the Aetherborn and...
He's actually in a good position now.
yes.
This game is a mess.
He's in a good position after this play that he almost completely missed.
He's just like, yeah, no, I'll disallow the first
Why
trigger.
is this counterspell also Stifle?
Alright. So, I wonder if he has a way to set up getting the Gift to Aetherborn in the graveyard.
Yeah, you just attack with it.
Just hope your opponent blocks it.
Yeah. I think Hazaret has to go in front of it.
Does it?
No. But like Hazaret can't attack for like the rest of this game. Who that Toolcraft? That's a 6-3 when it attacks right now. Or a 6-5 when it attacks. There's a
Oh yeah,
Torrential Gear Hulk.
That age-old combo of Torrential Gear Hulk, Toolcraft example.
Yeah, man.
Like that
I'm
was
sure it's
meta
come up in
warping.
Limited before. Does somebody have like a Star City? Your draft is ready. Hey, your 8-man draft is ready.
Alright, so Alex just throwing the Rama Ruins.
Put him to 5.
Okay.
What's he got?
So he's hoping to draw into a lightning strike here.
Yeah, Durus.
I think he should have attacked with the Aetherborn.
I do too. What's he making? A Bowman? Scryboy? A Depala? He put all the vehicles and dwarves on top of his deck in his hand.
What? No. I'm dead on board. And you also have that.
I'm dead on board. You also have that. Points to 2-3 with life points.
He's not dead. He wasn't in a good position, but he's not dead.
Alex is not great at math. Confirmed.
Well, he also is not great at looking at board states and be like, this is what a board state is. I thought he had 2 angels.
Alright, so
Take it to the tournament. Big surprise.
alright, so I think that we're going to go ahead and wrap up this
Wrapping it up, wrap up this mess of a night.
this mess of a night. For the 11 people that have joined us and stayed with us for some ungodly reason tonight, we appreciate it. And next week, I do encourage you to tune in. This week there were just a few things that made it.
We'll be back on the
little
normal
awkward.
grind, and we'll be back on the normal grind of Modern, which apparently is the only format anybody cares about anymore.
Yeah, we'll be back with Modern. We'll be back at a regular time. We're gonna be at latest 7:30, not like 8 o'clock like today.
Did we start at 8?
So I started close to 8.
Oh, man.
And we're going to actually have our stuff together. We learned our lesson about trying to take a 9-person team to a sit-down place.
I don't understand the problem.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and we're peacing out.
Good night from the basement.